What is up, guys? Welcome back to another part for Westerners Invitational. This is going to be part 4, and this is going to be going into the losers bracket. We have been casting pretty much every single game in the winners bracket except for the semifinal and the winners bracket final. So, for this one, guys, I'm just going to wrap up, make a little bit of a recap of what we saw in part 3. If you guys haven't watched that, or for example the other parts, then just know that I will remove spoiler filter in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Okay, let's just be very clear about this. I'm not gonna lie, even though it's my own tournament, I'm gonna be a little real. This has been a little tough because there has been like so many body bags. It's actually painful to watch from time to time. And it's actually insane body bags. We have things where I'm like, why are we having these games? Like, it's actually really ridiculous. We have a lot of like, yeah, F it. Let's talk about it. So, Obscuraterror versus 1609. Now, I actually have been writing, as of recording right now, I've actually been writing a little bit with 1609. He's a real cool dude, and he knows that he's not the highest level player whatsoever, and he's still got a lot to learn. I even think he calls himself a noob. I don't think he's clueless. Like, he actually knows what's going on. He's just not, he's just not an amazing player, and he's got a lot to learn. So him losing like this against Obscuraterror, Jesus Christ. Him losing like this made sense. Speaking of Obscuraterror, his early game looks pretty solid. His mid game ish, there's definitely like mistakes here and there, I guess. So he, yeah, let's just talk about his matchup against Frintt. Now, I said we've had 2 zeros all over the place, and then you're looking like this is 2-1, no? Yeah, but if you watched it, it was basically just Frintt and Obscuraterror. I even wrote to Frintt. These guys was just like, yo, let's have a game 3. Yeah, shall we have a game 3? Yeah, no problem. Let's go. Like, and it was just like, what? They literally decided to do that. And you know what? I guess fair play. But Obscuraterror got fucking destroyed in all 3 games. Like, completely destroyed. Now, I know it's Frintt. Frintt is really, really freaking good. It's just like, I don't know. This was a brutality. I actually had some few hopes for Obscuraterror because I actually felt like he showed like some pretty good promises. Even in game 1, like there were moments where I'm like, okay. And I even think like, no joke, Frintt could have actually lost that game 1. But he didn't. And then instead, he just chilled. And I felt like Obscuraterror kind of dropped the ball later on into the game and obviously through the early game. And then Frintt was just having fun. Frintt was really, really just feeling himself in this one. He moves on. I take this as a 2-0. Don't let this one game fool you. That was low-key. Only low-key, though. Because I understand, like, these guys are here. They are here to play for fun and have a good time for these tournaments. So you know what? They can do whatever the hell they want. But this was low-key troll. So this is kind of a 2-0 anyway. This was a complete body bag as well. We've had so many, man. We have Seray versus Frintt. Now, this one, right? This one is just rubbing me a weird way. Because I know we've had a lot of 2-0s. But I feel like that's because we've had so many moments that makes you go like, why? Why are we losing this? Like, the same with Tanyaphilia and Yang Lee. That should have been 2-1. I don't give a F. There is no way that Tanyaphilia froze that game, but he did. He threw the game on Quest Triumph. He was over. Like, that was just complete throw by him, I felt like. And so Tanyaphilia, he dropped the ball against Yang Lee and then ended up like in a 2-0 state. And Tanyaphilia suffered a lot of... I know this is not... I'm just trying to say, like, Tanyaphilia got destroyed in game 2. And in game 1, he threw game 1. This is only kinda, but this is kinda the same situation that happened for Seray. I don't know, like, he should have won that game 1. I still believe that. Like, I don't know, the game is a little blurry for me. I probably had like a little low-key of a rant. Seray is such a good player. I'm not even joking. Like, Seray is actually pretty good at this game. He's definitely good at this game. Is he high level, next level? Is he Master Yoba? No. Is he Bloody Monster? No. Like, there are players, sure, we can even talk about maybe Frintt is a better player. Like, maybe he's not, like, amazing. But for a player at his level, ain't no way he's throwing game one. But he threw game one. I really felt like he did. And then this game just ended up being a 2-0. So Ray went for SM. I felt like he handled the game very, very weirdly. Did a weird opening and then captured his inner point. Like, I'm not sure what happened there. Because Seray is also a pretty good SM player. Like, right now on the server, I think he's like top 30 SM player. So he's like obviously like up there as an SM player. So I don't know how I don't know how he just drops the ball like this. But he did, and Frintt just 2-0s, which like is crazy to me. Another 2-0. And it has been frustrating, guys. Yeah, it's been so frustrating. And then we got Aaron Beast versus ACCC. I'll just say ACC or something like that. You know what? I saw some potential. I saw game one, ACC, he couldn't handle what Aaron Beast was doing. Aaron Beast had a strategy and ACC didn't adapt very well. And so he lost the early game pretty badly. But then, this is why this matchup is like low-key bad. As soon as we got to tier 2, it just felt like Aaron didn't really have the great answers for what was to come from Orcs. And ACC took some good decisions. In, what was it? Yeah, I'm blending them both together a little bit, my bad. So it was for game 2, where Aaron was also winning the early game. He actually, Aaron kind of like low-key body bagged ACC in the first one. I remember now. But then in game 2, ACC actually made a comeback. And no joke, if ACC it wasn't as bad like as Tanyaphilia, what Seray did. But ACC, he fucking like, I swear to God, he could have won that game too. Like, he really could. But then, like, because Aaron, he wasn't going tier 3. Like, there was no reason to just, yo, I need to win right now. But he overextended. He lost way too many orcs and vehicles. Everything just kind of like, he lost steam and stuff. And then suddenly Aaron was just like actually making a comeback. And if you give Aaron one finger, he'll just take the whole thing. It's, yeah, and we'll talk about that later, by the way. Kind Commissar versus Alexean. I just felt like this was a very clear-cut one. Alexean just, I felt like every single decision he made was just the best decision. Even though he did that against Aaron, we'll talk about that later. His decision, it felt like every single thing that he did literally countered everything that Necrons did. Oh, you are fighting me here in the early game, and I'm just going to make sure I have good economy. I'm going to match you with some big shooters. Don't over-reinforce them. I'm just going to match you with a bit of big shooters. Oh, you're going tier 1.5? It's no problem. I got vehicles now. Oh, you are behind in tier 2, so you don't have any immortals. Where's your AV? Like, it felt like Alexean just always had the correct answers for everything. Alexean looks dangerous, and we'll get to that later. And that was for both games. I don't know, Kind Commissar, like, in hindsight, he should have gone for tier 2 if Alexean is playing like this, but it's always hard to know exactly how Orcs is playing. If you don't, like, get scouts in and stuff like that, it can be a little hard. Which I'm not going to comment too much on because, like, Dawn of War is not, like, Dawn of War is a low information kind of RTS game. You have to kind of get a feeling on what the opponent is doing rather than just literally scout. So yeah, that is the case. And then we had another weird situation-ish where we got into this game here with Frenetic and Frintt. I'm gonna tell you right now. So Frintt banned Frenetic's Eldar. And then it ended up being Orcs versus Necrons. But then we got Quest Triumph. Now, I was like, is this map pool this freaking bad that we end up with Quest Triumph? Let's take a look here. So, just to recap, this is a map pool. Battle Marshes, Blood River, Fallen City, Garvik's Imperial Ale, Meeting of Minds, Outer Reaches, Quest Triumph, Shrine of Alexean, Tranquility Ascent. Now, there are 3 overtly, and we're talking overtly garbage, you should never play these maps, kind of Necron maps. It's Meeting of Minds, it's Quest Triumph, and Shrine of Alexean. In a best of 3, you have personally 3 bans. So does your opponent. These 3 maps against pretty much every single race should just be a permaban. Like, you should never be, like, that should not be a thing. You have 3 bans, just ban those 3 maps. Instead, what happened was, somehow we got Quest Triumph, and then we ended up having Battle Marshes. I would have liked to see what the 3rd game was. But Quest Triumph is god-awful. Like, you cannot play on this map as Necrons. Shrine, Meeting of Minds, and Quest Triumph is just unplayable. Outer Reaches can also be problematic. Even some Necron players also say that they suffer a bit on Garvik's Imperial Ale, but there's no way we should get Quest Triumph. There just isn't. So it's not so bad that that should have been a pick in that matchup. So what I'm trying to say here is that game 1 with Quest Triumph was just so bad for Frintt, and he was fighting like a lion, dude. I think that the fact that Quest Triumph got through was just crazy to me. I don't know if it's because Frintt really, really, really didn't want to play Garvik's Imperial Ale because he's like, what is this map? But I'm sorry, there's no way that Quest Triumph is a better map anyway. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but Quest Triumph should not be a pick. Frintt, he obviously lost against Frenetic because it's like, we're playing Quest Triumph. But then game 2 happened, and we got Battle Marshes, which is a good Necron map. And I don't know what to tell you. I think that Necrons, that Frintt in there had a lot of good plays. I can't like exactly remember that game 2. I just think that he had moments where I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. But Frenetic was just so good. Like, Frenetic's Orcs is not bad. I don't know why this guy is saying his Orcs is bad. Maybe it's because he's thinking, yeah, if I play Orcs against the best of the best, like the top of the top, like the top 10 players in the world, then yeah, my Orcs is not that good. Sure, in that context, but against everyone else, nah. Frenetic's Orcs is really strong. Let's just put it that way. We got also, thank God, so many 2-0s, so many body bags. This must be like body bag invitational, not Westerners, body bag invitational. But finally, out of all, imagine we watched all of these and there's just 2-0s. Yes, this doesn't count. This is just 2-0s all over the place. Body bag after body bag. And then we got this one, which was crazy, dude. We had RMBs versus Alexean, and this one was crazy, dude. Alexean went ham. He played really well. So the first game they played was on Tranquility's End. But unlike ACC, Alexean actually made sure that RMBs was not getting that outer point for free whatsoever. So he put a lot of pressure on RMBs to put a lot of pressure on Alexean on that outer point on Tranquility's End. But Alexean was ready for him, and he wasn't having any of it. And then suddenly Aaron's biggest offensive tool from the get-go didn't really pay up. It didn't truly do the things that it was supposed to do. And so instead, we just had a moment where it's like, okay, so now you have to play like low-key defensive. Alexean, he had moments where I was like, okay, Aaron Beast is probably going to lose this. But Aaron, he was just way too solid. Tranquility's End, he looks really comfortable against all Orc players, maybe except for like, you know, the Master Yobas and stuff. But he is really, 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 really dangerous as soon as he just gets in his bag, which is give me a lot of fortification. I'm gonna survive this. I don't care what you're throwing at me. Aaron Beast is just a master at that. And then suddenly we had game 2. That game 2 was insane, dude. That game 2 was so insane. Alexean was snapping. He was nuts. He went complete ham. Aaron Beast, he still was fighting like a lion. And you know what? Like the last 10 minutes or something, I knew that this game was over. But it still doesn't change the fact that I just love that Aaron Beast, he just was fighting like a lion. He was like, you know what, Alexean, he is winning this game, I know, but I'm going to make him sweat for this win. He's going to feel the pressure of me not breaking and just refusing to break. And he's going to be so annoyed that I'm not deleting, even though I only have an HQ and a Accc squad and an Okran squad and like 2 priests. That's all I got. I still will go for it. I will still try and win. And he was like, no joke, like making weird comebacks in there. It's like, what? So, but Alexean obviously won that game. Like he handedly won that game. But Aaron, he was fighting it out like a fucking beast, dude. And then we got to that game 3. And also in this one, Alexean was snapping. Alexean was winning so many situations, but he wasn't as relentless like he was on Blood River. And Aaron, I don't know, man. Like Aaron looked like he was going to be able to win the game while then losing it really bad again in the mid game. He was slowly losing the map. And it got really freaking bad for him because he couldn't get any relics. He lost like one of the outer points, one on the right side or in the left side where he built an infantry command. He lost both of them. Like he could rarely keep up. There was a moment where he got completely wiped in the middle with one squad and he lost the commissar as well. It was really not looking good. And somehow this guy freaking survived. I cannot even... And one thing that you cannot take away from Aaron, and he did this on Blood River as well, he did this against ACC as well several times, is this thing that, oh, I now have a little bit of a moment, just a little bit moment, just get out of my base, destroy listing post, get back in. Because he's coming back. But that listing post going down, he doesn't even go for the decap. He doesn't go for anything. Just that listing post going down, it doesn't matter if it's like an LP1 or LP2. He destroys it, gets back. But that little punch, that little thing is going to force Alexean to just like get a little bit more investment in his economy 24/7, and he's losing some accumulation of resources 24/7. And it didn't matter. Like Aaron Beast just kept on doing it. And Alexean, I swear to God, like he was low-key losing steam, low-key because of that potentially. Like Aaron Beast just kept on punching and punching and punching back 24/7. That was insane. Alexean, he did really, really well. But Aaron Beast is just so next level. So it's going to be interesting to see him in the semifinal with Frenetic. So finally we got that one. That was an insane best of 3, dude. Now, let's talk about what we're supposed to watch for this one. Then we got this, which is going to be the losers bracket. Now, got many, many different matchups. How we're going to watch it is we're going to watch all these games, which is going to be the journey for losers bracket or losers round 4. So how this one is going to work is going to be Kind Commissar, Vergamann, ACC, and Yangwon lead this line right here. This is the first couple of games that we're going to watch. Then we're going to watch this section going into here. Then we're going to watch this area right here. Then we're going to watch the bottom ones. So it's going to be in lines. And what I like to do here is just cast the games like this, because it'll just be like a journey. We have 4 players that will survive this whole onslaught here. We have only 4 players. And those 4 players will come to be in here. So it's going to be, first off, who of these above here will get to the losers round 4? Will it be Yang Wenli, ACC, Kind Commissar, or Vergamann? We've got Seray, Langers, Obscuraterror, Forgotten, Seray, and AlixUK, who will get to this losers round here. And you can see the pattern here, right? That is what I want to do. This is going to be insanely hard for all viewers to actually keep up with track. So I'm going to keep on putting in like parts of this bracket so you can actually see what is going on while we're watching the games. So I'm going to make sure that you guys kind of understand what's going on, right? Because I could imagine as a viewer, this is going to be really hard to keep track of. It's even hard for me, so I wouldn't even know how bad it would be for a viewer. So I'm going to make sure that you guys can keep up. Let's talk about some of the early matchups here. Got Kind Commissar. I just expect him to murder Vergamann. Kind Commissar doesn't look bad whatsoever. I think Vergamann looks clueless. And it's no disrespect to Vergamann. I am honored that he joins this tournament. I'm just trying to say that he doesn't look comfortable. As I've already stated a couple of times, I'm not gonna go hard on Vergamann more. I've already stated what I needed to say. But just to repeat myself a little bit, extreme floating, and feels like he's playing with like 10 APM, and I'm not even joking. Like, I actually mean that seriously. It looks really, really slow, everything that he does. So you can't do that against Kind Commissar. So Kind Commissar is, like, I'm 99% sure he'll win, but then again, we'll see. Then we got ACC, who's waiting for them, so we can talk about that when that happens. When they've got Seray versus Langers. Now, this might be a better opportunity for Langers. Like, he actually has a chance here. Problem for Langers is he's gonna have to play Orcs. Because Seray, by the way, banned he banned Chaos. And he did this because he's playing Dark Eldar. I've already made a bunch of videos about tough matchups between Chaos and Dark Eldar. You can see how terrible it is. So that's why Seray banned it. And Langers, he does not have a ban because he chose to play Orcs. So the situation for Langers here, therefore, is that he has to play Orcs, which is his secondary race. And if he is lacking a lot, then sure. This is going to be tough for Langers. But yeah, we'll see. And then we got Obscuraterror versus Forgotten. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I really, really don't know. I think Forgotten is slightly favored, but that is really hard for me to say because Forgotten did do some pretty nasty mistakes last time. And Obscuraterror, he's playing Orcs. You know what? I don't know. I don't freaking know. This is a toss-up. So that's going to be a very, very interesting best of one to see. Then we got Tanyaphilia versus 1609. I expect Tanyaphilia to come in hot here and just take this one. 1609 is going to suffer a lot. But then again, I'm going to watch all the games. And sometimes, guys, I've seen this rarely, but sometimes we get some of the most insane upsets that I've ever seen in my life where I'm like, damn, that happened. You know, so that's going to be fun. Demilych versus Sikorsky. I have no idea where this is going. Because Sikorsky hates Necrons. He absolutely despises them. And he thinks that it's actually Necron favorite, which I don't think I agree with him. But Sikorsky's a way better Dark Eldar player, way more knowledgeable than me. But Demilych is a really solid Necron player for sure. But is he solid enough to play? Like, because I actually believe Dark Eldar is just better. And a stronger race specifically. against Necrons as well. So I don't know about that one. But we'll see. Demilych is like, this one could be a toss-up as well. But I think Sikorsky is slightly favored. And I say slightly. Yeah. Let's freaking get into it, guys. It's going to be Kind Commissar, Vergamann, and then we're going to take this line here. I'm going to keep track so you guys can keep track yourself. Let's get it. Game 1, Kind Commissar, Vergamann, you guys are up. So, Game 1, Vergamann, Kind Commissar, Necrons versus Chaos. Tranquility's End. I feel like we've seen this before. Vergamann played the same map against Demilych. Also the same matchup, obviously. And he's already a little slow, as you can tell. I really try and avoid, like, bashing players like this. I really try. So I'm sorry if I come off as an a-hole, but it's always a balance between being critical and analytical and real, and be not an a-hole, and try to be polite while still being real and objective. And there will be situations where like this where it's going to be hard as a caster to make this work. But I'm gonna do my best. But I will not hold back. If I think something is terrible, I'm gonna say it. He goes for a Heretic and then 2 Cultists and then a Chaos Marine squad. He did this opening before. And then we have Kind Commissar. Kind Commissar does this again. He captures both outer points. And yeah, so he went for 3 Scarabs. No, he went for every single one. So he went for 4 Scarabs, Necron Warrior, and Necron Lord into another Necron Warrior. I'm not sure why he's like having these 2 over here, building the slowest of all the palette. I'm not sure why he does this. This should be opposite, no? Okay, whatever. My bad, guys. So, Vergamann making the first move. He did this against Demilych as well, just on the opposite side. I think that's kind of greedy by Kind of Commissar to expect to keep both points like this. Like, you can deny both points, but I'm not sure you can hold both points. That's what I try to say. I'm not a Necron main, so I don't know. Okay. So, Vergamann actually goes melee here. I think he'll do a little bit more damage in melee, specifically against this armor type. He's not doing more damage with ranged cultists, though. But yeah, people say that you do more damage in melee with Chaos Space Marines. By the way, he went 2 Chaos Space Marines instead of getting a Chaos Lord. Yeah, I think it only works because this is building low armor. I think as soon as we get into medium and high, range is better damage-wise or DPS-wise. I'm not sure in my claim, but I think there's something to it. By the way, Vergamann is just losing every single unit instead of just kiting. Obviously not working out, and instead Kind Commissar is just gonna really deal some nasty damage to him. Vergamann could have gone in here, potentially decap, but instead he just were hitting it with ranged cultist. Kind Commissar, he's just chilling, getting his last generator for the early game, and then going for the summoning core. This is minimum requirement that you get. Usually you see plus 70. I hear from some people, someone like Astro Hero, he would say that there's certain matchups where he thinks like plus 80 is 100% necessary. We're getting heavy bolters, but they're doing nothing. Like, as I've already stated, they don't deal that much damage in the very early game. There are moments where you can do it, but it's kind of like grenade launchers tier 1.5 with IG. Not that strong, not that scary. You need the upgrades, and then it gets really freaking scary, though. But yeah, as I've stated, like, plus 70 is very much like a must. And then plus 80 if you can get away with it. I don't know if you can get away with the plus 80 though. But then again, I'm not Astro Hero. I am not a Necron expert, so I'm not gonna act like I'm one. Okay, so Vergamann, I'm sorry, I don't pay attention to Vergamann here. So he got a Chaos Armory and a Plasma Generator. Not a bad idea in practice, actually. So he's going for Plasma Guns. Yeah, so Chaos Lord 2, Chaos-based range. I don't like the heavy bolters, though. It's so unnecessary. He has what? He has 2 of them. That's just 20 power, just straight up gone. Also, he lost this point. Like, he never... Like, these 2 outer points, they're just gone. Now he's getting a generator while being under pressure. I don't get this. Chaos Lord is apparently fighting it out with these flayed ones. He's not gonna cut it. And as you can see here, Kind Commissar, tier 1.5. He can just easily beat Vergamann here.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be real. Like, you guys can see this, right? This is not a way to play. You don't play Dawn of War like this. Yeah, you just don't. Kind Commissar can low-key just go for some really good eco if he wants. He can just do whatever the hell he likes right now. I know he doesn't have that much float, but he doesn't even need to invest in his army. It's already strong enough. But if he wants, like, he can go even harder and then just end the game, I guess.
Victory countdown has begun.
This is unplayable. Like, here you can see Vergamann, even though he has trash economy, he somehow gets away to actually float anyway. Like, it's crazy. What? Like, how are we floating with this eco? Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. It is what it is. Like, I'm casting every single game so you can see every single thing that happens. So you can see how the players went through, how did they get here and all of that. This is just me trying to get the full picture of the tournament. That's what I like. And that's what I just always like, the idea of just seeing every single game. But let's just be real. Quality-wise, Garpito. This was basura. You cannot play like this. I don't want to talk more about it. Let's just get the next game. I can't wait. Let's get the next game. So, the bracket is going to be now that we have this... So, yeah, okay. I didn't even talk about that. So, you guys probably already saw the bracket that I put up from the get-go in this game. And I'm going to put it up here again. So, Kind Commissar, he won this game, right? So, now he's going to move on to ACC, as you can see on this bracket right now. And so that, yeah, let's get to that one. That one is going to be interesting. I think both players have shown really good signs. I think ACC is just a less good version of Alexean. So that means Kind Commissar actually has a legitimate chance. So let's get into it, guys. Kind Commissar, ACC, let's get it. Okay, now, onto this game. ACC, playing as Orcs, Kind Commissar playing as Necrons on Blood River Remastered. This might be a close one. I say might because I'm not sure for obvious reasons, but I definitely think this could get a very, very close one. It could also be a body bag. My trust in, you know, my trust in these kind of games and in this tournament is that I don't trust anything. We could get the most insane body bags of all time, and it wouldn't matter. We get them anyway, and I just hope for close games, and then we might not get them anyway. But we have gotten some close games. They do exist. So maybe we'll get one, and I think this is a potential really good one for a close game. On the bottom side, we got ACC just going standard build order with 2 Slugger Boys, Gretchen, the Boys Hard, Shooter Boys into Big Mech with Generator. So let's pay attention. Okay, Kind Commissar just legitimately just built his turret. I just didn't even think about, yeah, maybe I'm not finishing, maybe I'm not finishing it. No, he literally just finished it. And so he went for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he went for all his Scarabs and then 2 Necron Warriors right after. I don't know if I feel like all Scarabs might be a good idea, but then again, he got a turret. So as long as Orcs doesn't attack him from this weird side, then it's not gonna be a problem whatsoever. And he's also playing a smart Kind Commissar. He's placing all his generators over here so he can actually defend with his turret. I like it. Okay, Orcs is gonna make the first couple of moves. Already capturing both relics, by the way. But these Shooter Boys will find a turret. That is a dead Shooter Boy potentially. No, he gets out of range. That's good. This map, or I would say this matchup just in general, is definitely one-sided to Orcs. But this is like, if I look at like the situation, the cross map between these two races, I think this map is the one that makes the most sense. A Blood River is not bad for Necrons just overall. It's actually like a relatively tight spot right here, so they can actually defend a lot. And Orcs can't just run in and like attack from weird different angles and just capture points easily away from Necrons if Necrons play well. Which looks like Kind Commissar kinda does so far, but we might get a little bit of a fight. We'll see. The turret is definitely going to help out. This looks a little crazy if ACC goes with it. It's not gonna do it. Instead, he's gonna try and attack from this front. Decent defense, if not very good defense by Kind Commissar so far. Alright, getting the Necron Lord, I like it. He really, really needs the Necron Lord. Meanwhile, ACC getting the second generator. We'll see what his decision is. A good whirling death right here. ACC's gonna lose so many Shooter Boys. He lost 2 or 3, maybe even. But yeah, we're gonna see what this generator is going to be. Are we going to see some tier 2 shenanigans? Are we seeing Eco Boom? Or are we just seeing a lot of big Shooter Boys? But I don't see a lot of shooters right now. It could be Eco Boom. Are we seeing listening post upgrades? We're seeing 1. But only 1, and instead we'll just get 2 war banners. No pile of guns. It points in a specific direction, but this doesn't mean that we're getting vehicle rush. Yeah, Necrolord really, really good at getting out and just destroying this LP. ACC doesn't even defend it. He's finally getting his pile of guns though. And we're getting Shooter Boys. Looks like Kind Commissar wants to make a little bit of a engagement, but instead he's just gonna find so much defense, so he's not even bothering. A really good decap, by the way, over here. And Summoning Core. A little bit of a delayed Summoning Core by Kind Commissar. Also has a little bit of float. I even think he could low-key go for that extra generator. By the way, I haven't talked about it, but he's actually getting pretty good map control. He's gonna lose this Scarab Squad, but he might actually even capture it. That's great. Well, he's gonna lose it again, I guess, but No, ACC hesitates a little bit. Oh, no, he's getting into the slug-ups. That's good. Yeah, so this generator was for big shooter mass. Good upgrades and then a bunch of big shooters. Yeah, so this kind of looks what Alexean sometimes did against, or not sometimes, all the time did against Khan Commissar in this matchup. He'll get some big shooters, and then he'll just get some good economy as well, and then transition into vehicles. He's gonna force Kind Commissar to go for... Okay, Kind Commissar does both. He gets plus 80, he goes for Summoning Core, and he goes for tier 2. I think this is greedy. I think it's super greedy. But if he gets away with it, he gets away with it, you know? Yeah, Kind Commissar is really good at, like, controlling the critical locations and stuff. Oh, no way he's just getting away with it like this. He should also get the Forbidden Archive on top of it. Yeah, Kind Commissar can kill this. But we'll see here. Let's take a look. So, okay, so tier 2 is coming in. So this is kind of Alexean gameplay. Interesting choice by ACC to not walk up and do any kinds of damage. He's just gonna get vehicles. But then again, like, Kind Commissar could just get immortals, but instead he chooses to go for the Greater Summoning Core. Now, do I like this? No. But do I understand it, at least for once? Yes. Because he can get the extra Necron Warrior upgrade because of the Greater Summoning Core. And suddenly these Necron Warriors are gonna be very, very dangerous. So I kind of see the point. I still think we need Flayed Ones and Immortals, though. But then again, Kind Commissar doesn't necessarily know. Like, he can't tell what's going on, right? This is all he sees. So from his perspective, I can kind of understand if he doesn't exactly know what's going on. I don't know what ACC's typing. Are we getting that extra Necron Warrior disruption field? Good, we're finally getting the Forbidden Archive. Jeez. So, I really want to know what his choices are. Will he go for some artifacts? Okay, so he is going for the enhanced disruption field. Okay. Whoops, I hit my mic, my bad. He's also getting phylactery. But in comes ACC, and he's already ready with some good damage, I guess. Good response by Kind Commissar. Yep, these scarabs are sacrificed. Look at the damage, look at the tankiness by these Necron Warriors. This was big shooters just shooting at them. And they're so strong, they're so tanky. They can make it work regardless. ACC 104 to plus 40. Custom gadgets research, that's really, really crucial right now. Would be useful against this composition by Necrons.
We're under attack!
And also, like, potential, like, vehicles coming in and stuff. Yeah, Immortals smartly done by Kind Commissar. Needs to be careful it doesn't walk too much up. Because even though the Immortals are, like, Gucci against this vehicle, needs to be careful because they can easily get one shot. Necron Lord doing a little bit of a back and forth. I kind of like this game, guys. No clear winner so far. ACC still goes for knobs. Oh, and we get Tomb Spider? I think Tomb Spider is not a bad shout. We need more dead Necron bodies, though. But we also badly need Wraiths. Hey, if this one goes down, it would be really, really nice to actually get the Wraiths to tie up these shooter boys. But I understand why he's not going Wraiths. I understand the theory behind it. But let's not talk theory. Let's just talk fighting right now. Good Solar Pulse. Massive Solar Pulse right here. Knobs are definitely having a lot of good time in here, though. Gonna absolutely murder those Immortals. Speaking of the Immortals, they're completely wiped right now. And these Blade ones right now, they're in the front line, but they're gonna slowly but surely die, right? And then the Tomb Spider just gonna watch as it's like army composition is just dying left and right. It's gonna have a long task ahead of work to do to catch all these bodies. But right now, Kind Commissar is just losing this fight. Like, straight losing it. Man. Okay. Okay, the ACC got some good micro. He got some good ideas. He makes sure to play this very well, and these knobs are just absolutely destroying everything a Kind Commissar has. Kind Commissar is coming in with some Immortals, though, from the Tomb Spider, but the Tomb Spider is going down. It cannot be repaired, and instead, we have a Solar Pulse that's just gonna stop the inevitable. Look at this freaking Orc army, dude. Yes, and now the knobs are teleporting in. Gonna try and tie up these Immortals. Necrolord jumping back in, trying to tie up these shooter boys. Turret gonna help out a little bit, but look at everything Kind Commissar got right now. Everything is just falling apart from him. Man. Yeah, it looked close and it ended not close. This was a complete destruction by ACC. He played this really well. Super solid performance by him. He's gonna go for the head and gonna focus these plasma generators. And this is going to be the final nail in the coffin for a Kind Commissar. He's trying to save his generators, but it's not gonna cut it. ACC is just completely relentless. He's gonna make sure that Kind Commissar is being kicked back into his monolith, and he's gonna fall to sleep. He's not gonna awaken for a long time. Yeah, Immortals just desperately being produced. It's not gonna be enough. I guess the Warthog is going down, but like, who's gonna stop this Orc onslaught? And like, we even have, well, ACC is kind of idling, but he has all the control he needs. Well, he doesn't have this relic, actually. But it doesn't matter, like, he doesn't even need the control. Big Mac died, I didn't see how, but I heard him die. He's just dead here. But the knobs are just thriving right now. This, Kind Commissar knows it. The game is over. Man. Okay, this is just my, like, noob opinion. I don't think this worked. This greater summoning core stuff. Just get Wraiths, dude. You're seeing so many shooter bros. Just get Wraiths and then get what's it called? And then get Immortals. Just do that. Just do that specifically. Get Tomb Spiders to just get even more Immortals and stuff. You could go for Blade ones as well later, or well, 1 or 2 squads if you need that. Like, just do whatever you can. But like this. Disruption field, enhanced disruption field wasn't working out. Yeah, that's just my newbie opinion. Because again, I felt like Kind Commissar had a good early game, like a decent early game. Nothing, like nothing was falling apart. It's just this tier 2 from Orcs is just so disgusting. Like tier 2.5 Orcs is just so disgusting. And Necrons couldn't handle it. Even though the Necron Warriors was really strong and tanky, it doesn't matter because it's like... so is the Orc army. And he did not have the necessary tie-ups to actually tie up these shooter boys to force them to get into the Warthog. So they couldn't one-shot the Immortals. Like, because I know, there's a Warthog in here. I understand he doesn't want to go for Wraiths, But Raves, regardless of how we spin this around, is going to be so good at just, you know, at making sure that these shooter boys cannot hit the Immortals. Because the Raves are just trying to buy time for the Immortals to destroy your war truck. I get it, I get it. There's a teleportation with these knobs. But if you have 2 Immortal squads, it's not going to be enough. And also, just in general, like, both vehicles and knobs, even though that's normal, it's a huge investment by ACC to get both. I think Kind Commissar should not have gone for those disruption fields. He shouldn't even get that greater summoning core. Just get more Raves and Immortals. I feel like that is the best way to go. Now, am I a Necron Pro? No. Am I an Orc Pro? No. Am I a Pro at all? No. So don't take my words as truth. Just know, I think that was the way to go. I really, really, truly believe that. So, without further ado, guys, ACC looking really solid. There's one last guy that he has to go through, and that's going to be a tough one. He's going up against Yang Wen Lee. Let's go. Enjoy. Okay. We got Shrine of Alexean, Yang Wen Lee versus ACC. Problem for ACC is that he is forced to play a mirror matchup. Why is that? Well, because Yang Wen Lee, he banned orcs. So what Yang is going to do right now is just have some fun because he knows probably what to do in this matchup. But Yang, okay. So ACC deletes his plasma generator anyway. So yeah, this is infiltrated mandrakes. Wait, hold on. No, this is not going to be the matchup, right? Are we legitimately going to have a scary infiltration mandrake fight, but then it's not really scary because nobody sees each other and then nobody kills each other, and it's just gonna be decaps left and right? Or what are we getting? Oh, this is gonna be so funny. Yang already reinforcing some of his mandrakes. Not the same happening for ACC. Yeah, so both players are just going for infiltration. This is so weird, dude. Oh no, and when this infiltration's gonna kick in, it's gonna be so hard to keep track of these. Okay. Good denial, but then we're gonna get a decap. Come on, ACC, you can do it. Yeah. Good. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a nightmare to cast. Okay. I'm gonna keep track. Let's see. Where is... No joke, I'll probably do this. Normally people don't like this, but this is the best way for me to keep track. So I can see every single unit on the map. I might go back and forth with it. It's gonna be like a nightmare for me to cast this kind of stuff. So, Yang is actually controlling his map relatively well. ACC is not doing a good job at actually, like, disrupting here and there. Meanwhile, Yang is actually... Yeah, Yang is... Yeah, so Yang is actually using his detection ability. So you can actually see these mandrakes and he's trying to fight it out, but they're not really fighting it. Oh my god, this is such a weird situation. Yang gets detected because of this listing post. When you get too close to it, it gives you vision. Let's see, is ACC going for the decap? He's gonna be successful in that regard. Yes, he will. Yang is kind of like... This is some of the most weirdest stuff I've ever seen, but Yang is actually kind of winning this game. Well, he got to lose this. I feel like he has a bit of a stronger army as well. I don't know, man. Like, I've never seen anything like this. 68 plus 0. Same for Yang. Yeah, Yang is going hard on this Tower of Loafing. Meanwhile, it looks like ACC is already making some few moves. Wanna do a little bit of a base race, I guess? What an absolute nightmare of a mirror. Yang is just focusing on one listening post at a time. Meanwhile, ACC is actually trying to get all of them, but we're actually having like a low-key weird fight. Yang is actually dealing a lot of damage, and ACC is not paying attention. Oh, in fact, he might get wiped. Oh no, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad for ACC. Oh my god, that's almost a wipe. In fact, it was a wipe, yeah. Yeah, and Yang is kind of winning. He's keeping down ACC's economy, but so is the same stuff happening over here. But this wipe was crucial. Or I think it was crucial. By the way, I don't like that ACC or that Yang is upgrading this Tower of Loathing. It's gonna go down anyway. He's invested so much on it. But maybe it's gonna pay up anyway? Oh my god, no. This is a tragedy. ACC took so much damage in the process. Are we gonna get another wipe? This is the weirdest game I've ever casted in my life. Damn. So that wasn't a wipe, luckily. That was very close though. Yeah, ACC is kind of bouncing a little bit back. But he's lost so much, to be honest. 62 to plus 20. Oh, he tried to build some generators to see if he could get a little bit of an advantage, but he's floating a lot in power, but doesn't have the requisition because he's so overly reinforcing. So you can't even use his power. Yang, a little bit more of a conservative approach. He only has one generator. I don't know, this is such a hard game to cast. I've never casted so many stealth units at the same time on a map. Again, Yang is actually kind of taking some damage. Good ability usage by ACC. He's gonna detect everything Yang has. Meanwhile, he's gonna lose every single... Oh my god, this is bad. Yang, better economy. But he lost his 2 generators, actually. He had 2 generators to begin with. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably the worst cast. One of the... Not the worst cast, but this is definitely... This is definitely not a good cast by me. I don't know how to handle this. Yang is actually like... ACC again, trying to go for this one. Meanwhile, his base is just low-key pulling apart. I mean, Yang is just winning the map, no? He's 92 to plus 40. Oh, but plus 0. He has 40 in... 40 in float. This is the wackest game, dude. This is so weird. But Yang, the big Dark Elder expert he is, gonna make this work, I guess. Okay, ACC actually went for the Homunculus Laboratory. So is he gonna get the Homunculus? That would be huge. I'm not gonna lie. And we get Poison Blades as well. Okay. Okay. Your economy is still dog shit, dude. Like plus 44 to plus 0. Did I just say that word? I hope YouTube is not coming for my head. Homunculus will be useful, I guess, because he's a big detection guy. But yeah, and also, oh yeah, I was about to say this torture amp is going to be really, really good against this army composition by Yang Wenli. Problem for ACC is that his whole army is just collapsing because he has nothing of redeeming qualities, because he has... Does he even have, like, he has 1 listing post. All he got. His economy is atrocious. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, Yang should just go tier 2. This Cabal Fortress is like slowly falling apart. I don't know, ACC is trying to decap this, I guess. 92 to plus 20. As soon as Yang gets tier 2, he could just get that. Does he need Homunculus for that, though? I don't think so. Like, he can go for the Corruption. Yeah, he can go for the Demonic Corruption, and then, like, Poison Blades are, like, good. They're decent, but they're not gonna keep up to the Mandrake Demonic Corruption. Like, it's not even a close competition, dude.
Victory countdown has begun.
Yeah, Homunculus Laboratory. And we get Scorches as well. As soon as this happens, I don't know what to say. ACC, he's just gonna lose this. We even have the Warriors. So ACC gets the Warriors. Both of them have the Warriors. Yeah, we get Dark Lance upgrade on this Tower of Loathing, and now it's gonna deal legitimate damage against this Cabal Fortress. Not a ridiculous amount, but it's definitely gonna help with the DPS. The Dark Lance. Yang is just gonna destroy this Cabal Fortress, and then this game is going to be over. Well, it has been over for such a long time. Yeah, Demonic Corruption. Now the game is 100% over. Oh my god. Yeah, it looks like ACC is just gonna let him. The game is over. I don't know what to tell you guys. This was just like the weirdest game I've ever casted in my life. This was so weird to cast. But that's all my bad excuses. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like I was just like, what is going on? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. And all I saw was just a bunch of infiltrated mandrakes, like, decapping and trying to kill each other if the few moments they had. And, like, yeah, that was a really weird game. Top 5 weirdest games I've ever watched. But this is also my first time watching Dark Elder Mirror. So, I mean, maybe this is just meta. I would assume this is meta, by the way. But yeah, well played to Yang Wenli. He is the first player who's locked in. So Yang Wenli, he moves on. He's one of the 4 players that survives this episode here. So now we're getting into the next one. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna show it. All right, now we got this one. So now we are into a new journey to see who the second guy is going to be to survive in this losers bracket. So what we're going to see is Lankers versus Seray right now. As you can see in the bracket, I probably have it on the screen right now. The first match is going to be between Lankers and Seray, which is this one that we're watching right now. Then we're going to get Forgotten versus Obscuraterror. And then one player will win each of their respective matchups. And those winners will meet to see who gets a shot at AlixUK. So, this is the journey to AlixUK. Will AlixUK be the guy who's moving on anyway, just like Yang Wenli? Or will there be an upset? We'll see. So far, let's start here. We got Lankers going for Orcs because Seray is banning Chaos. Lankers, he's starting with standard opening to Slugger Boys, Aggression, the Boys Heart, Shooter Boys, Big Meg into Generator. Seray, he goes for 2 Mandrakes. Yeah, this is standard opening. 2 Mandrakes, Dark Foundry, and Plasma Generator. Yeah, I was about to say if he goes for Hellions. I don't normally think Hellion is a good idea against Orcs. But like spread out points, they can be good against like on terrain heavy maps. And this is kind of in the middle. This is spread out-ish points, and there is some good terrain right here. The problem is this section in here is very, very tight together. So it's not like Hellions aren't amazing. Also, Hellions wouldn't be out by now when these 2 listing posters being built. Unless the Hellion went here, straight here, and then double jumped just to get here. But then I would be like, this is borderline like map hacking. So, no, we're not getting Hellions. That's a good idea. Just get the Homunculus and then get the jet bikes. Seray not paying attention. He should get some jet bikes instead here. Lankers actually chooses to get the relic with the Shooter Boys. Interesting choice. Also going for this middle point and this outer point. Okay, I guess Seray wants this fight. This looks risky. But even for both players, this looks risky. Yeah, this is Shooter Boys. But I guess like 1 Mandrake went down. 1 Shooter Boy, 2 Shooter Boy went down. Oh, that would be really bad if these 2 also went down. 2 Mandrakes has gone down by now. 3rd one will probably go down. It's very close. Yeah, 3rd one. This was not a good trade for Seray whatsoever. If he killed more Shooter Boys, which he was very close to do, then we could at least start having a conversation about it. And this jet bike is not gonna cut it. Okay. Seray's gonna take a bullet from every single cannon that is here. But I think he does this just to see what is what Lankers is doing. Like he wouldn't have vision otherwise, so that's why he's doing this. Let's keep track on the macro. So Seray actually decaps. And 97 to plus 10, not bad for Lankers. 74 to plus 20 for Seray. Both players having a little bit of a wacky game. This one is getting repaired, but now we have 3 jet bikes overall. These Slugger Boys are gonna walk up. This is gonna be a nightmare, but this Reaver jet bike is a little bit stuck. This Slugger Boy squad got absolutely wiped. Really, really good for the jet bikes, and Seray is definitely making a push. He's definitely making it so there's a lot of price that needs to be paid by Seray. Meanwhile, the Mandrakes are also taking loads of damage. This is not too good for Seray either. Wait, that's a whole wipe? Okay, so both the Slugger Boy squad and the Mandrake squad actually got wiped. This is a wacky game already. Lots of Shooter Boys being reinforced for Lankers. Plus 80, plus 20. Are we seeing no, we're not seeing any tier 2 right now, but it would be relatively normal right now to go tier 2 for Seray. Like, he can do it. Yeah, he's going tier 2. So, in this matchup, or in this build order that Dark Elder is doing, we can talk about that a little later. Seray is... yeah, he has to disengage. So, this build order is usually something along the lines of Dark Foundry, Plasma Generator, Homunculus Laboratory, 3 jet bikes, and then a 2nd generator, and then go tier 2. A slave chamber, and another generator in between, and then get some souls. And then when you get to tier 2, you start getting more jet bikes and some optics. Well, you're getting jet bikes while going tier 2. So you're trying to get 6 jet bikes, then get the optics, and then absolutely murder everyone. Seray's going in without even having the optics. I don't know about this one. Oh, he just wanted to kill some Gretchens, okay. Yeah, like, he delays his pile of guns, but I don't know about this one. He's not really doing anything. Gotta kill a lot of Gretchens right here. Langers needs to control them. He's not doing it. It's a little sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't because he wiped these Gretchens, this would be really, really bad. But like, sure, it actually... Okay, Langers tries to teleport in. Oh my god, that didn't work out for him either.
Victory countdown has begun.
I mean, delaying the pile of guns, killing a Gretchen squad, not the worst. But he still has to use a lot of resources to just repair these jet bikes. I'm not even sure. Okay, and Langers now got the big mech shop, so he's actually tier 2. Oh, I actually like this by Seray. Blasty told me about this. I've not seen this yet. You could just go Dark Foundry and then just go completely insano mode with demonic corruption. That's why he got an extra mandrake. And then he's just gonna go jet bikes for days and raiders. So no, okay, so he's not going for yeah, he's not going for Scourges whatsoever. He just wants raiders instead. Let's see how this will pan out. Langers is gonna take loads of damage. This is a moment where Dark Eldar is just at their very, very disgusting place. No, another slave chamber. Langers' economy is plus 40 to plus 92. I don't think that he needs this extra generator. It's always good to get the extra generator. In that regard, I guess. Got some knobs as well. Okay. Killed the Mandrake? Was that a whole, like, okay. What the hell? Okay, so we get a fight over here. Mandrakes are gonna fight it out against these knobs. But it's gonna be really, really tough for the knobs in the long run. Even though they're killing these Mandrakes, they're also being completely destroyed in the long term by these jet bikes. Look at the jet bikes damage because of the optics. We also got night shields, so now these jet bikes are 700 HP rather than 400. And look at these knobs. Even though they're super tanky, they're not gonna cut it against this Reaver jet. Oh my god. Are we just gonna get radar spam? Yeah. This is what Blast told me, that sometimes you can do that. Get a bunch of radars, even though they suck. You can just do it anyway. Man. Oh my god, no. Yeah. I don't know, Langers just suicided his whole army, dude. So, Langers is a weird situation right now because he got good power income, but his requisition is terrible. He got tank busters, but no war truck. Look at these raiders, how useless they are. They deal literally no damage. Oh my god, however, this listing post is definitely taking damage. No way that we're getting this pile of guns down. Be careful, there's splash damage here. Oh my god, if this goes wrong for... Oh my god, that was so close. Okay, instead, the tank busters are just gonna get knifed down right now. Yeah, this Raider is not destroying anything. I think Raider needs a really, like, if Relic on Definitive Edition, they want to do something productive, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better upgrade the damage on Raiders. You really do.
3 minutes until take and hold.
Now, another thing I haven't talked about yet is obviously the take and hold situation. And also, another thing we just have to realize is that right now, Langers' economy is terrible. He has 1 point. He has 1 strategic point. And then a relic. He's trying to recapture this, but he has lost so much, dude. Damn. There's a lot of war tracks. I like that, what is his name? Langers, he doesn't go for Storm Boys. There's no reason to get Storm Boys right now. Just get a bunch of AV, because that's all what Seray is cooking right now. Just disengage with this one. Oh my god. Didn't do that in time. Oh my god, that was brutal. No way. Yeah. Langers is just falling apart. Now, he might beat these raiders, but he's not decapping this whatsoever. I'm very, like, I think it's very interesting to see this build order. Blasty told me this is completely normal. Are they just really, really cheap? I need to talk with Blast after this. Figure out why is this actually a legitimate strategy. There's no way for Langers to actually decap. Well, even decapping one would be crazy, but let alone two. Nah, no way. Langers can't even get out of his base. Got Scourges. Oh no. Damn. Yeah. Langers is gone. He cannot survive this whatsoever. The game is just basically over. You don't even if you get in and decap right now, like units teleported in right now and just instantly decap, they wouldn't decap in time, even if they were just literally clicking on it as I said it. War banner is going down. This is going to be a take and hold. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I'm some expert, but this just doesn't feel. Yeah, Langers, he goes down. He goes out. Losing all these Slugger boys is just not a good thing. But then I felt like Seray also did weird things here and there. He lost a whole Mandrake squad, I guess. But two Slugger boys dying, like, I actually think that low-key was leading down to this path. You don't have any Kappa units, and so you eventually just lose the map for obvious reasons, right? Seray was never under attack. I like the strategy that he went with, and I could 100% see that it works. You know, radar, spam, really interesting choice that he does. He had good eco for the most of the game, if not the whole game. So Seray, I think he played well. I definitely think he played well. But I also see mistakes from him that I don't think is going to cut it against AlixUK. I just don't think so. Because this Mandrake trade that he did here with the shooter boys, it's not like he lost that. Just economically, he just lost that. That's 3 times 45 requisition for Mandrakes. And that's 3 times 35 for shooter boys. So you can do the math on that one. But that wasn't like then losing the Mandrake squad like that as well. He had to reproduce one to actually get value out of the money corruption. There was a moment where if these Reaver jet bikes wasn't get out, no joke, every single one would have been destroyed because of the splash damage from orcs. Luckily for him, that didn't happen. But there's just moments like that where I'm like, I'm not convinced by Seray. But the thing you cannot take away from Seray is he's a very, very, very solid player. He just does things that I think is a little wacky. And it's surprising because I've played many times against Seray. Like, he can play way better than this. This is not his best tournament performance for sure. But yeah, he's solid enough to actually beat Langers. What can I say about Langers? I felt like he just lost the map so badly. mainly because of these Slugger boys getting killed, but obviously just also losing like random fights here and there. I felt like he had some ideas. He went for this vehicle stuff here very, very early. I like that. I think he needed one war truck, both to transport the tank busters and also to have some a little bit more damage towards the mandrakes. Also, him losing like shooter boys like that, he literally didn't have enough anti-infantry damage. These knobs also here, like there's just so many mistakes from Langers that just is not. Yeah, he's not able to win these games. Like, it just is what it is. But no matter how we spin this around, I'm very happy that Langers joined this this game. I'm very happy that he joined the tournament. He's actually a pretty solid player. I just think that he wasn't in a comfortable state at all because he was lacking the hell out. At least that's what he told me, and I believe him. And yeah, he was also playing his secondary race, and yeah, then you end up in a situation like this. So, well played to Seray. He moves on. It's gonna be a little tough one, I think, for him. So let's see what's going on. It's going to be a fight between Forgotten and Obscura. And Obscura and Seray and Forgotten is going to be the three that's left. So well played to Seray. He's gonna move on. Now, in order for him to actually get to AlixUK, we still have one more to look at, which is going to be Forgotten versus Obscuraterror. One of them is going to compete against Seray in order for Seray to actually step up against a player like AlixUK. So, let's see which one of those it's going to be. Is it going to be Obscuraterror or is it going to be Forgotten? Let's get it, guys. Let's get into that one. Forgotten versus Obscuraterror. Let's go. Okay, guys. So, in the other one, we got Obscuraterror playing as Orcs versus Forgotten's Necrons. Okay. This one, guys, I have no idea. I really don't. I can't call it. If I had a gun to my head, I think Forgotten will win this one. But that's just me making like a whatever prediction. Because really, in reality, I have no idea. But let's talk about it. On the bottom side, we got Forgotten. Forgotten, he goes for this outer point. Meanwhile, he's going for all his Scarabs and 2 Necron Warriors right after. Okay. And then on top side, Obscuraterror. Obscuraterror goes for the standard opening. I'm not even gonna tell you. You already know what that opening is. Both these players showed a lot of good signs in the winners bracket. I think both players had some pretty solid games-ish in the winners bracket. But they couldn't cut it in the end, and that's why they're down here. So, and one of them has to go. And we'll see if it's going to be Obscuraterror or Forgotten. Right now, Forgotten is... Okay, so this is what he usually likes to do on this map. He can place a turret or something right here. But maybe he'll just go for the decap. We'll see. Forgotten is such a turret rush guy. He just loves turret rush on Necrons, but here he's not doing it. He's just gonna make a little bit of a decap. I like it. That's the better way to go. I feel like it's a bit of a mistake from Obscuraterror. Maybe he should have had another cap order. So, however, Obscuraterror is getting out, actually instantly teleporting over here. I think that was very unnecessary. Meanwhile, Obscuraterror is making some damage on these Builder Scarabs, but they're gonna comfortably finish this obelisk. This one will also get captured. I don't think this, on the other hand, will comfortably be captured. We already got Necron Warriors out. They are on this side, actually. We're getting Necron Lord. So he actually... yeah, he changed his mind. He went for Necron Warriors and then Necron Lord. Yeah, he's... Okay. Interesting choices. Obelisk is going down for sure. Obscuraterror 62 to +10, a tiny bit delayed. Okay, very much delayed. What the hell? No, he's supposed to get this, not this relic. At least go back with these guys and then get the relic or something, and then capture this one and then get another critical. I don't know why I'm so critical, guys. My bad. Okay. Good decap, however, by Obscuraterror. Necrolord needs to be controlled. He cannot handle the Big Meg. No reason to take so much unnecessary damage. Necron warriors coming in. Builder Scarab's gonna take some nasty damage if they don't pay attention. That's pretty much a wipe, or is it? Because the Necrolord is taking the beating instead. This is not good. Like, I know this looks decent from Forgotten, but the Shooter Boys are just gonna get out. Only one Shooter Boy dead. And this is murder by Obscuraterror. Gee, that's so good, dude. Good micro by Obscuraterror just to do this stuff. Going range to see if he can finish the Necrolord. Forgotten not paying attention. Forgotten, please don't tell me that your Necrolord is dying to a Big Mech in range. Control your Necrolord, mate. Okay, good. In the Forbidden Archive. Oh my god, the Big Mech is going for the head! Oh my god, luckily for Forgotten... Or is it? Oh my god. Well, the Big Mech is super, super inaccurate, but when he hits hard. Alright, Summoning Core finally. By the way, this Forbidden Archive, okay. Also gets this. This is really, really weird. That's just in general really weird from Forgotten. Is he getting this Forbidden Archive just to get the healing from Phase Shift? He's under brutal pressure. Let's just take a look at it. Okay, Lightning Field. We are getting Lightning Field. Okay. So Forgotten's army is pretty strong. He got a lot of Necron warriors. His economy is also getting strong. He's getting his Summoning Core. He still has the Forbidden Archive. But this is gonna... Like, he is tier 2. Or he's tier 1 for the rest of the game, pretty much. Forgotten, please use Phase Shift. Oh my god, I hope that he's not gonna suicide his Necrolord. Good. Okay, good. Forgotten just playing on the edge. Speaking of edge, like, right now, Forgotten is attacking on the edge of what Obscuraterror's base is right now. This one will 100% go down. Well, he has to... Yeah, so he has to Scarab Strikes, decal... Decent counterattack, good Whirling Death, but Obscuraterror, he's not messing around. He already got 2 wall banners and a pile of guns. Makes sense at this point. Heavy boy armor and the 3rd wall banner as well. Necron warriors teleporting in, but they're gonna take some damage because we have big shooters in the mix. Okay, a lot of orcs are dying, but Forgotten needs to be careful he doesn't walk too far in. That's a whole wipe of one of these Necron warriors. Oh, and Forgotten's Necrolord is so low, mate. It's so low. Okay, Obscuraterror just needs to make sure he doesn't lose too much. Good kiting. Blade Ones came into the mix. Okay, Forgotten is going tier 2 anyway, but now he has a terrible army. Like, you don't get away with this. You can't get Forbidden Archive, Summoning Core, and another generator, reinforce your army, and go for Flayed Ones, and then just force a tier 2 like this. Without taking sacrifices. And right now, the sacrifice from Forgotten is he doesn't have the strongest army at this point. Necrolord is going to take a lot of beating here. He doesn't have that much HP. He's gone down. Nah, Obscuraterror can end this game, by the way. And this tier 2 might be kicking in, but it's going to come in too late. Even when it hits, it's not going to do much. Obscuraterror, meanwhile, is getting Blastia Research. And Blastia Research with this Shooter Boy spam, that is going to be a nightmare. Solid performance as usual by Obscuraterror. Forgotten rebuilding his Necrolord. Okay, deletes his Forbidden Archive. I don't know what he chose as a third artifact. Phylactery, I would assume. Or Solar Pulse, something like that. Necro Warriors, are we surprised by any of this? Not really, right? Big shooters. Is Blastia research happening? Yes, Blastia research is happening. And you know what that means? That means dead Flayed Ones, one-shottable plasma generators. This game is over. Forgotten knows it. Alright. No joke. The only reason why Forgotten, like, literally couldn't play the game is because his Necrolord just took so much damage from the get-go. Like, you just... Yeah. That's literally it, because otherwise, it looked decent for Forgotten. He didn't do something that was really weird. I guess he threw down the gauntlet, got the lightning field, and then, like, I don't know, that lightning field... Like, I guess he went for it because he wanted the phase shift, but then why we're getting the lightning field? Maybe it's because he felt like he was losing at that point, that he just wanted, like, a moment. But lightning field only works if, like, a lot of melee units are hitting you and stuff. But there's no melee units here. So instead, what he should have gotten is Phylactery and Solar Pulse, but that only makes sense, like, you know, tier 2 and stuff. So, damn, that was just such a bad situation for Forgotten. He didn't micro his Necrolord too well. He forced tier 2 anyway, which is just like, yeah, you can't do that. Might as well get a turret and stuff. Like, I'm not sure. He was just in such a bad spot that it didn't matter what he did. Like, his Necrolord was just useless. He did do some pushback, but it just, yeah. It was just in such a bad spot. I feel like Obscuraterror, he doesn't look flawless whatsoever. If he goes up against really powerful players, it's gonna be a nightmare for him. Well, it's gonna be a nightmare for most players anyway, but yeah, Obscuraterror, solid player, and he beats Forgotten. So Forgotten, sadly, is out, and Obscuraterror is going up against Seray. That one will be... Yeah, I still don't know. I'm still not sure, like, because it feels like Obscuraterror, this was a good showing for him, because Forgotten is at least like an actual solid player. So Obscuraterror showing that he can actually win against those type of players, that's good. But either he has gotten completely stomped by Frenetic, which most players would do anyway, and then he has gotten murdered by 1609. So we have two players who is showing some promise and plays overall well, but just, yeah, we'll see, man. That one is not clear to me whatsoever. I don't know why we're talking about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's just get into it, man. Seray, Obscuraterror, you guys are up. Let's go. Okay. We got Seray versus Obscuraterror. Medium Minds, okay. Damn. Let's see how Seray is going to pull this off. Because I would say that this is a real good orc map. And I would not call this a good Dark Eldar map. But I think it depends on Dark Eldar's playstyle. By the way, Obscuraterror is just going standard anyway, so let's not talk about that. Seray, let's talk about that though. He goes with 2 Mandrakes and a Dark Foundry and a Plasma Generator. So he's not going 2 generators. Will he go for Hellions? I don't think Hellions are useless on this map either. They are a little risky. But we'll see. So, okay. So in general, I think this map is considered a bad Dark Eldar map. The reason for this is... well, isn't it kind of obvious? There's a lot of economy. Dark Eldar can't really go ham on this map the way they want. And also, if you secure your positions, you can get really good bunker up situations. Also, Orcs is having a real good time on this one because they are a requisition hungry race. We are getting Hellions. But the thing is, someone like Blast Furnace has told me he really likes Medium Minds. And he likes going heavy eco. Whereas someone like Yang Wen Li, for example, or stars if we went back to those legends. They would rather go more ham. So I think it's about playstyle. And we'll see if Seray is more in the... Is he more on the side of Blast here in terms of his way of looking at Dark Eldar? We'll see. I actually like he's going for Hellions. I actually really like the idea of that. Obscuraterror needs to disengage though. I'm just paying attention to see if Obscuraterror did anything weird. He's not. Hellions are a little bit low, taking a little too much damage. Obscuraterror winning that first exchange. Oh, but this is a really nasty timing though. Seray, yeah, that's good micro. He wants to disengage from this turret. So his low member doesn't just die right off the bat. He's gonna get a decent decap. Gonna get a Reaver jet bike. Wall banner being built by Obscuraterror. Good decap. Seray needs to be a little careful he doesn't get too low of Hellions. But I guess he wants this fight actually. Second Reaver jet bike is out. A third one is coming in. Hellions jumping out to contest these Slugger Boys. These Slugger Boys gets absolutely destroyed right now. But this jet bike is also suffering a lot. Good damage from the Shooter Boys. And the Reaver jet bike is not coming, like getting away with nothing. They're not killing orcs for free, I should say. Good sync kills. It's an interesting fortification by Obscuraterror. So he has 2 wall banners. I feel like it's funny that he puts them like this exposed. Like imagine like Scourges just being here. They can easily just snipe these banners. By the way, these Mandrakes are really out of position. Good on Seray to at least get out. Okay, no clear winner right now. Obscuraterror looks kind of good though, but he's gonna lose some Slugger Boys. Oh, hopefully it's not like a clear wipe. It does become a wipe or what? No, okay, good. That was very close though. Finally, Obscuraterror secures this one. He's 97 to plus 20, about to increase more in his power, or in his requisition. Seray, on the other hand, he's going to 2. So 98 to plus 20 doesn't have any, no upgraded listing post yet. But he doesn't have to that much on Medium Mines because Medium Mines already gives him a really good baseline of economy. And now the Mandrakes are getting into the position. And this process, I would imagine Seray, he gets more jet bikes. Then he's gonna get demonic corruption for these Mandrakes as soon as he hits tier 2. And then he's just gonna be so terrible to play against for orcs. And speaking of orcs right now, Obscuraterror is getting murdered. Good fighting here by Seray. Overstaying for Obscuraterror. He should have just gone out from the get-go. Oh my god, and these Slugger Boys are wiped. Right, Seray? Why are we not seeing this, mate? This is a free wipe. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to it. Okay, he saw it. Alright, good. Really important he kills these Slugger Boys. We just saw with Langers that as soon as all your Slugger Boys are going down, this critical location situation gets really, really annoying. Another generator. Okay, so we are going tier 2 as well for Obscuraterror. I was about to say he's playing really passive, so he should be tier 2. And so he is. He has a good amount of float. 104 to plus 30 as well. Need one more generator. This is really, really aggressive. As you can see, demonic corruption coming in. Really, really, really good damage. Yeah, Reaver targeting module is not in yet. Really solid stun. I'm pretty sure that the custom gadget research just got in for orcs. Otherwise, this is really bad if it was only now that he could stun. Mandrake's getting kind of destroyed, but who is getting really destroyed? That is Obscuraterror. Jeez, get out. Oh, good splash damage though. 2 jet bikes going down. Oh, this war banner, if it goes down, that would be terrible, but I don't think so. Obscuraterror is in position. He can defend this. Okay. Looks like Seray is hitting first blood right now. But he lost a lot of mandrakes. And if we pay attention to Obscuraterror, his situation is not that bad. 104 to plus 40. Do we get Scourges? No. Okay, so Seray does the same thing. He goes for Radar Mass. I don't remember why this is a good idea. Right now I would just consider why not get Scourges. But it is what it is, man. Okay. Blast, he detects the Gretchens, actually. That is not a bad choice. Killing these Gretchens would actually be helpful. Okay, good attack here. Oh my god, this is going to be nasty. Obscuraterror is not defending his wall banners. Instead, he's kind of just... Yeah, he's gonna lose all of this. This is what I mean, like, exposing your wall banners like this is not good. I would rather have him put them up here or something right behind here. Not this exposed, that's for sure. In comes a massive stun. I would assume this is going to be complete obliteration, though. Yeah, that's good wipe of the jet bikes, but I'm gonna take that trade any day if I'm Seray. Well, maybe not any day, but most days. A torture slave tried to get out and repair the jet bikes, but there's no jet bike.
3 minutes until taken.
And now he has to rebuild his, now he has to rebuild all of his Reaver jet bikes. Oh, Wartrax needs to get out. Oh my god. More raiders. Oh my. This is so well played by Seray. He's just destroying all these banners. Obscuraterror. Oh my god, he has not a single banner at this point. He's population cap beyond belief. He is, however, going into a little bit of a base race. Not sure he would win that against these kind of Mandrake mass. However, he has really good defense. So I think Seray is just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. Hey, Obscuraterror definitely putting down the gauntlet. This is a great game so far. Dark Foundry taking loads of damage here. I think it will go down. But there's a guy who's waiting in the dark just to show his face and to absolutely obliterate Obscuraterror as much as he can. Obscuraterror, I think you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh my god, and here comes Seray. Be careful with clumping up your Reaver jet bikes. Needs to separate them a little bit. But otherwise, every single infantry squad is probably going down right now. Raiders are doing what they can. But it's not going to be enough. Wait a minute. I didn't even talk about it. We still have this situation. No decap. Oh my god. Actually, Seray is like low-key losing this fight right now. Raiders are just too useless. But who cares if we are just winning and taking hold? Didn't even talk about this thermoplasma generator. Oh my god, no way. Is this going to be a take and hold? And it's just going to be Raider spam. Obscuraterror doesn't even pay attention. That's crazy to me. Really? Yeah, the game is over. God damn. That was... Okay. Wow, that's... Okay, so... That was exactly how I expected it. Loads of mistakes from both players. And all kinds of, like, weird plays. Amazing stuff here and there. Really, really nasty plays and good, interesting choices. And then just a very messy game. I think both players, if they're watching right now, they'll be like, damn, did I really? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this? But, like, I said this from the get-go. This taking the whole situation, when you lose both Slugger Boys, it gets really, really bad if you don't pay attention, because you want your Shooter Boys and your Storm Boys not to capture anything. You just want to fight. Yeah, Seray was actually losing this fight, which was actually kind of surprising to me. But I guess, like, when you have all these raiders, they deal no damage. And also, jet bikes, that wasn't really enough jet bikes, to be honest, to really deal the damage. Instead, the Wartrax was really, really, really... Whoops, I hit my mic again. The Wartrax was really, really, really good. Destroyed the jet bikes easily. Mandrakes was doing their thing, but it wasn't cutting it against this kind of Wartrax, which were getting repaired, by the way. And these raiders are not dealing enough damage. They're just not. So Obscuraterror was actually low-key winning this fight, and he could have destroyed this Dark Foundry when he won it. And yeah, but all of that doesn't matter when second hold happened. Also, let's be real. Even though Obscuraterror would have dealt a lot of damage, look at all the damage that he took. He had to rebuild all of these war banners, which is impressive, by the way. I'm actually shocked that he has all of them. But that meant that he was just like, we're 11 or almost 12 minutes into the game. He doesn't have the best army. His economy is a little questionable, actually very questionable. He had to invest so much in this, and I mean, that is really, really damaging. That is very, very damaging to your economy and to your army composition and all that kind of stuff. I know what you mean. I feel like I'm kind of like trolling when I say this, but like, you know what I mean, right? That's a lot of investment that he has to do like this. And also, that's such massive mistakes. Like, I said it from the get-go, don't place them here. Like, it seems really troll to me. It was fine placement here, but then Seray was just already, like, demonic corruption is really good for Mandrakes. Jeez, dude. Just really well played in general from both players, and then also questionable gameplay. And I just think Obscuraterror did more mistakes than Seray did, and especially not decapping. Like, sure, he lost his Slugger Boys, but ain't no way that he's not like there's no way he's not decapping this. But he was under pressure 24/7, which kind of made it hard for him to just be able to decap like easily like that. So, damn, that was a weird, funny, interesting game. I kind of effed with it. But this means that Obscuraterror is out, and so Ray is going to be the guy who actually takes a shot at AlixUK. So, let's see. Is it going to be AlixUK who locks in and survives this one? Or is it going to be Seray who's making the low-key upset? Let's get into it. AlixUK, Seray, let's go. Okay, guys. We are here. Blood River. What? Are we getting Blood River? Really? Okay. This is a good day for AlixUK. I think this is probably the map he wants against Dark Eldar. I think this is the best way to go against Dark Eldar. Let's see, though. Seray, he starts on the bottom side. He goes for 2 Mandrakes. The same opening as he did against Obscuraterror, Dark Foundry, and Plasma Generator. Meanwhile, AlixUK, he goes for a fast Tech Priest. And then 2 Guardsmen. Why do I feel like we're getting some turret rush or some turret strategy? Or, yeah, we'll see. Usually when you see Tech Priest first, we get some funny situations sometimes. Alex says, Lax, And Seray says, my bad, I guess. No, okay. That's fine. Oh, I guess Alex, he said, like, are you lacking a little bit? Like, because Seray has probably been lacking in this tournament. I'm not gonna lie, that would actually explain some of the things that, mistakes that Seray is doing. Because I feel like a lot of his mistakes has been something where it's like, okay, if he lacks, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like missing units here and there and stuff. Okay, so it was a church rush. So he wants to secure this relic really badly. You sometimes see Dark or Hollow Blood on this map from Dark Eldar. To actually see if you can deal some early damage to these outer points. I think Seray is doing something that's more meta. So there's several reasons why this is a real good map for IG against Dark Eldar. One, it's easier to defend because, yeah, for obvious reasons. And two, it's also easy to go and attack. So this plasma generator is 100% going down. It cannot be defended by Seray because he's not going Hollow Blood. He's going for Reaver jet bikes and stuff. This is inevitable that this plasma generator will go down. Good by Alex. And yes, his turret is coming in clutch. Seray has to leave. Good early game so far by Alex. Okay, about to be a potential decap. Seray is just checking in what's going on. Trying to find if there's any explosive area that he can go for. Meanwhile, Alex is actually focusing the homunculus laboratory. This is a nasty damage. He's really all in on this homunculus laboratory. I'm surprised he's not going for an LP. Very aggressive by Alex. He needs to be a little careful he doesn't overextend. It's a lot of Reaver jet bikes. Wow, this is very aggressive by Alex. Good turnaround, actually killing the whole Mandrake squad. Man. Alex is potentially winning this whole exchange. The commander died, which is crucial. He is the range damage of this whole command squad. Oh my god, Alex is going ham. He's 74 to plus 10. Meanwhile, Seray is 74 to plus 10 himself. Did he get a slave chamber? He must have gotten a slave chamber. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, slave chambers down here. I was just like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, that's good by Seray. He needs an extra. Oh my god, but he loses a Reaver jet bike. And in comes the turret rush. Seray is under brutal pressure. He's not controlling his Reaver jet bike correctly here. Ah, man. Yeah, this command squad will go down. Or maybe not even. Yeah. Seray doesn't even... Good micro by Alex, actually. He's just maximizing the annoyance here. Plus 80 to plus 10 for Seray. Plus 80 to plus 10 as well for Alex. But he's the guy who's like really on the offense, and he looks really solid right now. Seray doesn't really have the eco to actually sustain this. He only has one generator, which is in the long run going to be a problem when you want so many Reaver jet bikes. And he's not tier 2, so these mandrakes can't they can't get the demonic corruption. Seray has to do something right now. He cannot afford losing his homunculus laboratory. That would be an absolute tragedy. And Seray's gonna make the push. He has had enough. This is now or never. His mandrakes are getting completely slaughtered. Now it's the Reaver jet bike's turn to be focused. Everything that AlixUK has right now is being fired on Seray right now. Seray is doing everything he can to actually destroy these guardsmen, but his Reaver jet bikes are slowly falling apart. Meanwhile, he's trying to repair them at the same time. Good disengagement by Seray. He's coming back in with another jet bike. He has to go back and forth 24/7. This is a lot of guardsmen dying, but this Reaver jet bike is going down. Seray cannot handle this situation. Another turret is coming in. Nah, Seray is getting bombarded by AlixUK here. Such an offensive performance right now. Yeah, and even the slave, torture slave dying. Yeah, so now he can't repair his jet bikes. Two very low members, some semi-low member. Now doing a desperation. Oh, he has a slave chamber here, that's why. But his homunculus laboratory has gone down. Oh my god. Yeah, Alex is getting his third generator. He just got his second. And he's getting an extra guardsman to actually capture the map as well. So even if this goes wrong, he has the map anyway. Really smart. This is captured by Seray, but it doesn't matter when your base is oh my god, if this Dark Foundry goes down, this game is 100% over. It's probably already over, but Seray is gonna give it a go. Oh my god, these mandrakes. Oh my god, everything. A fourth turret. Are you kidding me, Alex? Man, just trying to kill these tech priests. It's not gonna cut it. Everything is falling apart for Seray. He cannot handle this. Yeah, it's not even a GG. He's just, yeah. You know what? Fair play to Alex. He asked for a re. Because Seray is lagging a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna just say this right now. This is a little bit of a redemption for Seray. If he has been lacking this whole tournament, just a little bit here and there, that makes sense to me because a lot of his mistakes aren't really like decision making and stuff. Oh, well, he doesn't. I'm not saying he's like the perfect decision making genius or something. It's more that, oh, you didn't see that Immortal squad and you didn't wipe it, or you didn't tie up the Immortal squad in time and then you panicked and disengaged, or you didn't see that Slugger Boy squad. Why are you missing that? Oh, you didn't get out in time with the Mandrake. Like, all of that is like, that can actually be attributed to lag problems. Like, and even here, he's not going back and forth correctly with his jet bikes. Are not correctly enough. Like, his timing is a little bit off here and there. All of these things can actually be, yeah. Oh my god, this was an infantry command, actually. All of this can actually be attributed to lag. If that's true, then it makes sense for Seray's performances. It really do. But then again, it is what it is. Lag or not, you are in this tournament and it is what it is. You're going up against AlixUK, who was even a nice guy about it and asked, are you lacking? Yes. Should we get a re? Yes, potentially. Okay, let's take a look at it then. But Seray said, nah, it is what it is. I want to play this one out. And, you know, Alex brought the worst that he got on him. So, yeah, well played to both players. I really enjoyed this game, even though it was really unorthodox. Really crazy early game from Alex. This shouldn't happen, by the way. Like, we shouldn't get in a position like this. I think he should get the homunculus, Seray, like the hero homunculus. If he's under this disgusting amount of pressure, he's stuck at three jet bikes. He needs the mandrakes, the homunculus, and the 3 jet bikes to stand up against this pressure. I know that Blast does that with his build order. I think he should have done that himself. Homunculus is really, really good at, like, you know, helping out, sometimes even tying up squads. Like, the Torture Amp will be really good at annoying this command squad and stuff. Like, if you're under really nasty pressure, that is what you're supposed to do here, I feel like. So, whatever, man. Like, well played to AlixUK, and even kind of well played to Seray, especially for that redeeming situation, if that's true. But, guys, without further ado, that is AlixUK going for getting to be the second player who actually locks in 2 out of 4 spots right now. So now we need the next 2. Let's get to the next journey. I'm gonna tell you how that one will work. So let's get into it. Let's go. Alright, guys. Fallen City. Tanyaphilia, 1609. Tau versus Orcs. Yeah, Fallen City is not a bad shout. I think Vespits and Croods, Tau Commander and Vespits even on this map is pretty decent. So this is going to be the bracket here, guys. We got Tanyaphilia going up against 1609. Whoever wins out of this will meet Sarien in another best of 1. And whoever will win that best of 1, Sarien or whoever wins here, will go up against Alexean. Tanyaphilia, he's playing as Tau, and he goes for 2 stealth teams, a builder, another stealth team, and a jetpack. Will go for Tau Commander most likely. No! He goes for Croods. Croods and no Vespits then, because he goes for Tau Commander. 3 stealth teams makes a lot of sense on this map. I think you need some capture speed and stuff. Worst case scenario, if you get decapped, it's always good to have 3 stealth teams. I guess you can switch position and stuff like, yeah. Tau really likes to go for, yeah, for 3 stealth teams. It gives them better options. I think this is a good Tau map, by the way, in this matchup. 1609, he went for a standard opening, I would assume. Yes, he did. He's... Okay, so he captured this inner point. Now it's just going over here. A little bit of a questionable play, I would say. It's definitely getting decapped by him. Fruit's gonna focus this listening post. Loads of Croods gonna take some damage. This listening post is defended. Nicely done by 1609. 56 to +0.
The target is ours.
Yeah. Actually didn't get the decap, which is a huge mistake by 1609. So he actually is delayed in time. He's gonna lose Slugger Boy for it. Well, he also lost this. This doesn't look too good. This is good early game so far by Tanyaphilia. Slugger Boy squad is going to take some damage in the process. Shooter Boys has to disengage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk about it. No generator opening, obviously, when you do this crude Tau Commander opening. Croods want to take this fight. Not a bad placement of this banner, by the way. Croods obviously wins against the Shooter Boys, but it's a different story when there's also a Big Mech in the mix. Don't want to fight with these Shooter Boys anyway, but like Big Mech is real good in this case. These Slugger Boys are suiciding for real. This is not good by 1609, I will admit that. He's getting out. He's trying to reinforce. Okay. Tanyaphilia is trying to kill... Oh, he might actually wipe these Slugger Boys. But he himself is taking some damage. Okay, he's decapping this relic. Okay, Gretchens are even doing some things here. But these Croods are getting murdered, no? Also, this stealth team is trying to decap. That's a whole wipe. No way, Tanya. You're not doing this, right? No. Oh my god, there's such a throw. Okay. 1609, let's go. Okay. So sorry, I got a little overexcited there. My boy 1609, he's going in. And somehow this Slugger Boy squad is still alive. He's probably investing heavily into it. But this was a tragedy. That's a whole Crude squad. No way. That's such a throw by Tanyaphilia. That is such a throw. Okay. Good news for Tanyaphilia is he definitely did eco damage. So 62 to plus 10. He's ahead in economy. Also, 1609 has not upgraded his second listing post. Probably because he's been reinforcing so badly for these shooter boys. So his economy is atrocious. He's finally capturing this. He just captured this. So his economy will improve. It just really... He's floating a little bit too much in power. So that's a bit of a mistake. Slugger Boys squads are still alive, I guess. And now decapping this. Damn. Okay, so Tanyaphilia's economy is amazing, right? 92 to plus 20. He's getting 2 Fire Warrior squad, upgrading more and more. So he's in a good position, right? It's just losing crews like that is so bad. He's getting Plasma Generator. 1609, let's see how much he can improve his economy in time. He's making random floats, but he's getting the Storm Boys. So maybe that's why he floated a little bit. He's also upgrading this listing post. Slugger Boys is going to be found by the Tower Commander. This is a little bit sloppy play by 1609. He's going to lose the Slugger Boy squad. Good snapshot by Tanyaphilia. I think this is a little greedy to upgrade this listing post as well. He's getting every boy armor, but I would expect him to get more Storm Boys. But then again, he's not sure what's coming. This listing post could be exposed, so that's why he's upgrading it. And Tanyaphilia is going to feel the first couple of punches. He is going tier 2, which I think is smart. 98 to plus 30 for Tanyaphilia. If 1609 wins this game, that will be such an upset. A really massive upset. He's getting more Storm Boys. Yeah, he is. 104 to plus 10. Nah. 1609, he should be looking for a potential tier 2. At this time, there is definitely a tier 2 coming into the game. Instead, he's gonna focus on destroying economy, I guess. Oh, 1609, he's overextending a little bit too much. He's getting out, that's good. Let's look at vision for 1609. It looks pretty solid. He has a Big Meg in here randomly. So he has 2 Stormboy squads. Yeah, and 1 Shooter Boy squad. He's going for a generator. He's floating a little bit crazy. I would assume he should get an extra War Banner or an extra Stormboy squad, or maybe both. His Big Meg is also taking random damage. He's not supposed to be here. He's trying to actually secure this position, I guess. Okay. Big Meg is literally suiciding here. Oh my god. 1609, brother. No. Oh my god. That was such a gift delivered to Tanyaphilia. Yo, you want an early Christmas present? Here you go. Oh my god. Big mistakes on both sides, I feel like. Tanyaphilia being a little more solid. He's also getting the vehicle beacon. That's really good.
6 minutes until take and hold.
So he definitely has his upgrades that he needs. All he yeah, exactly. Tanyaphilia is just going for Devil Fishes at this point. There's a lot of Fire Warriors, wants to transport them around. 1609, 3 Stormboy squads. Alright. Just trying to see. Yeah, I think 1609 should just go for it. And he's gonna do it. Tie up a lot of Fire Warriors as much as he can. But these Storm Boys are marked. Oh my god, the whole thing actually goes down. Really well played by Tanyaphilia. And 1609 is losing steam. He's gonna get pushed back by Tanyaphilia. If you look at Tanyaphilia's economy, not good, right? He has really few points. He has 1, 2, and he has a critical location like this. Other than that, he doesn't really have anything else. He's getting this thermoplasma generator, but he has the globals. That's good. Oh yeah, and he has this critical location as well. Okay, solid so far by Tanyaphilia. Really solid, actually. Yeah, and now I think 1609 is very much in trouble. I don't know if he can in any way, shape, or form get back here. Even though this listing post is so low. There's no HP. It's not upgraded. Is 1609 legit just rushing tier 3? Well, he got that mech shop. Instead of going for this one, I would have gone for generator. He's now going for the generator. Okay. Little weird macro choices. He has so much float in requisition. He might as well get one more. Tanyaphilia has a lot of snare traps, good LP. No, he didn't have the global. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. He didn't have the global whatsoever, so he's just plus 80 Tanyaphilia and requisition. But he has the thermoplasma generator, which is really crucial. Tau is in general a really power-hungry race. Yeah, now 1609 is getting bombarded. There's not a lot of AV on the side of Tanyaphilia. Oh, that changes very soon. There is a Barracuda in the mix, obviously. Let's see, 1609. What are we doing? What are we doing? Got some tank busters, yeah. He's betting on the fact that he can actually survive this, but that is going to rapidly change because this Barracuda is gonna rip everything that Orcs got. Okay. 1609 is gonna make his own push. He also has the Knob Squad. These Stormbots are getting murdered. Yeah. I was hyped for a minute, but no way, right? No way. This whole area got down. The Big Mech shop went down. The War Banner went down. The listing post went down. Yeah. Devilfish went down. Oh my god, these Stormboys are getting murdered. Yeah, markings on the knobs. Even the knobs can't handle this firepower, right? Tying up some fire warriors, that's good. Tanyaphilia is not stopping. Oh, is that a pile of guns? I'm gonna snack that one as well. Yeah. 1609 is not even close to winning this base race. Barracuda coming in clutch. 1609 calls it. Okay, I gotta say this. And 1609, he knows this himself. If this was a very strong orc player, like say for example, if this was Master Yoba, this would have been brutal as well. I'm trying to think like some like high level orc player, but not like god orc player. Like someone like Blast Furnace, if he just took orcs and he was playing this one, he would have won 100%. Like all these orc players, I'm trying to figure out like Yang Wen Li if he picked up orcs again. You know, a lot. Astro Hero, I guess, if he played orcs, he would have won this game. Like high level, but not the best of the best orc players. they would have won this. Because these recruits dying like this is just such a tragedy while also losing a stealth team. That was bad. That was really, really bad. And honestly, I felt like 1609 was just floating a little bit too much. He could have been more tight with his resources. Get Storm Boys a little bit earlier out. Get the war banners correctly at the correct time and stuff like that. Like, small things like that is how it looked for me. What I'm trying to say, like, also, I feel... What was it? Like, he was in here with some Storm Boys and stuff. While Tanyaphilia is just getting Pathful Enlightenment, I felt like he should just get in here and see if there's anything going on. Also, him suiciding his Big Mac, that was just GG. As soon as that happened, I was just like, yeah, this game is over. This game is over. But I think he could have disrupted his Path of Enlightenment for sure. Tanyaphilia was in a very, very vulnerable spot. So not only do I feel like he could get faster out with Storm Boys and faster out with Army, and not just only look for LPs, no, he could actually legitimately get in, see if he could disrupt some Path of Enlightenment stuff, while taking as little damage as possible and stuff like that. Like, I feel like a really, really good Orc players, they would absolutely have murdered Tanyaphilia. I feel like that, at least. And that's a whole crew squad, dude. And it wasn't like, oh yeah, I only reinforced it 1 or 2 times. No, he fully reinforced it pretty much. The whole thing went down. Yeah, he killed some Slugger Boys. He killed what? Like, very few Shooter Boys. I think if I go back and count, it was probably not more than like 1 or 2 Shooter Boys that he actually killed. Oh, yeah, oh my god, that's another thing. This is what I meant with, like, more tightly resources and stuff. Like, I didn't really have words for it because I couldn't remember. 1609, he was he won this fight. Absolutely murdered Tanyaphilia, right? That was a complete destruction. He should stop reinforcing. Not reinforce all that much. Even when he was capping this point, I feel like he well, he definitely reinforced too much. Also, this Slugger Boy squad running around here, just being overly reinforced, it just meant that his economy was just so bad. This is what I meant with his macro decisions. So, he should have just upgraded some more listening posts, or one more listening post, I should say. Get earlier Storm Boys, be ready to just counterpunch Tanyaphilia. Tanyaphilia would not have the timing to get this tier 2. That's how I feel about this one. That's actually how I'm thinking. Again, not a pro player, guys, but it is my opinions. Alright, guys. So, now we got this map. We got this matchup. Sarien has been waiting for Tanyaphilia. And Tanyaphilia is going up against Sarien on this map as Tau. Tanyaphilia, he goes for 2 stealth teams, a Earthcast builder, a 3rd one, and then a jetpack. Will he go for Croots as well? I would think that was a little weird in this matchup. He actually captures this inner point. Gets the plasma generator as well. Okay, so this is just going to be Tau Commander. Paying a little attention to the cap orders on this map. Sarien, he starts on the top side. Goes for all his scarabs. Captures this with... looks like the first one that got out of the base is actually capturing this. And then... I guess he goes for 2 Necron Warriors right after. Yeah. Nothing weird, at least at this point. So Tanyaphilia chooses to go cap, like that. He doesn't have jetpacks yet, so he's not jumping like this. He's just gonna get the last jump. That's good. So, I've probably said this a Sicilian time. By the way, this is really, really interesting. I didn't think about this. Obviously, this obelisk being so close to the base can actually help covering up all these generators. Just make sure they don't go over the line here, I feel like, because then it would be very exposed. However, it'll be really awkward if this this one got out, the Tomb Spider. So maybe that's a little bit of a bad situation, though. Time. Yeah, upgrading the obelisk instantly. I like that by Sarien. Now, Sarien is going to see that this is going to be decap for sure. He's trying to get out here instead and actually contest. Another listening post being built. So Tanyaphilia is just securing every single point he got. Good decap. Don't know if he'll stay because he can actually get detected. Well, he's gonna make a little bit of a push on the stealth team, so the stealth team needs to disengage. Okay, 2 Necron Warriors is out. The Necron Lord will come right after. Plus 70 about to happen for Sarien. Only 1 Necron Warrior squad going down so far. Has been delaying this point capturing for a while. See, Tanyaphilia, is he... Okay, so he's going for both the critical location and the relic. He's just trying to dominate the map as much as he can. Sarien only has 1... Well, he's about to get this point as well, but he only has, as of now, 1 point. And these Necron Warriors are just gonna take a little bit of damage for free. These Scarabs will, however, come in here to actually make sure this stealth team needs to leave. Fire Warriors. Are we getting... Yeah, we're getting Fire Warrior spam. This looks like Sarien just wants to get to tier 2 so he can get Wraiths and... yeah, just get to tier 2 safely. Because he's not reinforcing his Necron Warrior. Well, okay, he's reinforcing 1 right here. He's not overwatching. Okay, he's reinforcing a little bit here and there. But he goes tier 2, right? Yeah. I think this is the smart way to go against Tau. Just need to be very careful. This Necrolord is taking unnecessarily amounts of damage. Good disengagement. So, a player like Tanyaphilia, he would smell this out 100% that there's a tier 2 coming. But I feel like Sarien is actually playing the map really well. He's attacking from several fronts, just making it so Tanyaphilia can't really push hard. He's probably going tier 2 himself, right? Yeah. If I haven't already said it, I actually think Sarien is a pretty solid player. A strong Necron player. But he's not like, don't get me wrong, he's not like Master Yoba or anything like that. I'm not even sure. I think Frintt is probably the stronger player of these two. But Sarien is definitely a solid Necron player, I feel like. Whenever I say like, this player is so solid or this player is so good or pretty decent player or something like that, just know everything is relative, right? We're getting Wraiths. See, he's doing all the things that I think is theoretically really good. Just need to be careful he doesn't lose unnecessary amounts of Necron Warriors.
Fire team deployed. Ready to build.
Yeah, so Necrolord jumps in. Disengages immediately. Has over here immediately then. Tanyaphilia does have the taken hold. And he's going vehicle beacon. I like the Sarien is just spamming Wraiths. Will he go for the Forbidden Archive on top of it? He's also pushing plus 80. Maybe a little delayed. Ah, he's getting the global, so he Gucci. Pretty good snare trap hitting both of the Wraiths and the Necrolord. Okay, that's pretty good. Decent kiting by Tanya. Good firepower right now. Sarien is going a little deep. Yeah, I like this. Just focus the builder to make sure that this vehicle beacon is not getting... Okay, but good disruption on this Wraith. Damn. He actually gets to finish it anyway. Devil Fishes are really badly needed for Tanyaphilia. There's so many Wraiths. Necrolord is very low. Okay, at this point, I am just like... Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't get it. Why are we getting Greater Summoning Core? I must be the idiot. I must be the guy who doesn't know anything. I just don't understand. Why we're not just getting Immortals and, like, stupid artifacts for the Forbidden Archive. Okay. We are getting the Forbidden Archive, though. I guess he has economy for both, so that's good. Maybe I'll take it a little bit back, then. But I really, really don't think Destroyers is good in this matchup. I really, really don't. These Wraiths are really effective, as you can see. Super good. Detects the Devil Fishes and Stealth Teams. Ties up Fire Warriors. Even the Tau Commander is kind of struggling in this case. It's so annoying for Tau players to play. And now, Immortals are coming in for Lecturary, also coming in for Necrolord. So this is really, really good position by Sarien. Only thing is, Necrolord is a little bit low. And Tanyaphilia is not in a bad spot. In fact, Tanyaphilia has a really good economy, 104 to plus 66. Sarien is just conserving some army so he actually can make the big punch against Tanya. He's in a really good spot, Sarien. Okay, Solar Pulse instantly teleports in. Alright. Tanyaphilia gets smoothly out. Good disengagement. Oh my god, the Snare Trap is also really, really, really good. Okay, but the Devilfish did go down, but that's a lot of firepower right now. Necrolord, he is so low right now. He is phase shifting. Luckily for him, he's regenning like crazy because of Phylacterary and phase shift. A really good combo. Sarien keeps on. Yes, he gets Destroyers. I mean, at least he has a really strong army composition right now. Getting 1 or 2 Destroyers might not be that bad. By the way, Tanyaphilia is floating, brother. He is floating like crazy. Okay, he's going for the K on command post. So many Immortals actually dying right here. Oh. Damn. Okay. I like this game. This game is actually like a little bit of a back and forth. Not just a little bit. This is very much a back and forth. Good decaps. Okay, now going back in, Sarien, that is.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
Good Solar Pulse. Yeah, Devilfish go down. And now the Destroyer is pretty good here, right? We don't have any AV on the side of Tanyaphilia yet. I think I need to pay attention if that's actually true. Has a little bit on the stealth teams. And Tanyaphilia, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better get AV. Look at this. It's getting Kai on command post. This is relentless from Sarien. He might actually win this game. It's gonna be really, really brutal here. Oh, Tanyaphilia is under so much pressure. I really like this game so far. Alright, Destroyers are taking some damage. Okay, finally I get Fusion Blasters from Tanya. Immortals are actually kind of in an awkward spot right now. There's a lot of units lost on the side of Sarien. He has a lot of Destroyers, but most of his AV, if not every single thing of his AV, is just gone. He has some Braves, but they're also dying. Oh, Sarien, I think you're overstaying a little bit here, mate. He's still ties up, but he has a problem because now in comes the Barracudas. I was talking about AV, and here we're getting it. Look at these destroyers getting absolutely melted. Damn. Sarien didn't break Tanyaphilia. That's crazy to me. Now we're getting into tier 3, tier 4 potential territory as well for Tanya. He's getting targeting optics, so now we are in a situation where Sarien is now the guy who's in trouble. Barracudas needs to be controlled by Tanya. Just get out with one of them if you want to finish this. Oh my god, he lost both of them? Are you kidding me, mate? For an obelisk, is that really a trade? Like, let's be real, is that actually a trade? Well, it became a trade. Do really good decap if Sarien actually gets it. No, he doesn't even get it. Okay, so even the take and hold is starting to be a little bit of a problem. Crude shaping center. So sometimes in this matchup we see crude shapers trying to tie up like immortals and stuff. We have seen that before. Damn, Tanyaphilia is punching back. Yeah, and now this metallurgy. So now the fire warriors are pretty tanky as well. Okay. So now Tanyaphilia got both tier 2 optics, or not optics, level 2 globals on both of them. His economy is amazing. Plus 100 for Sarien. It's still good economy. It's just his army just can't keep up. Tanyaphilia is kiting correctly. Getting a little bit deep. Okay, nice, Tanyaphilia. Don't just lose your units like that. Destroyer trying to get in here, but it's absolutely getting murdered by this. Yeah, Sarien is just completely falling apart. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah, obviously. Crude Hound Packs, obviously. Obviously, we're getting that. Look at Necrolord. He's just like, yeah, I think this position for me is really, really good. He's got phase shift, so he's Gucci. He's also buying time to actually get this decap. I don't think it's gonna cut it, to be honest. He doesn't have the time. He should be going for this decap over here, but he's not getting it. Oh, he gets it anyway. Okay. Hound packs will eat these wraiths alive, and I don't see the comeback anymore for Sarien. I can't see it. I could even assume that we have low-key tier 4 vibes here by Tanyaphilia. He has such good economy, dude. He's floating like crazy. Sarien looks like a guy who's like really beaten here. I don't think he can do much. Necrolord is just gonna fight it out with these hound packs. Look how they're just like so. Nah. Solar Pulse aren't going to do anything, but Barracudas are going to do everything. Immortals are just gone. Sarien is like, this game is 100% over. These Immortals are not going to do much because they're going to get tied up by the Hound Pack. I guess he's trying a second Monolith. Not going to cut it, mate. Yeah, Sarien calls the GG. And this indeed was a GG. This was a really, really good game. Oh, he forgot about this one? Nicely done by both players. I think Sarien actually did pretty well. Okay. If you guys watching this, do you actually think Destroyers is a good idea here? I think it's bad. I just think Tau has such good tools against it. But now I've seen 3 or 4 different Necron players, and they do this against Tau every time. And I don't get it. I'm not a pro player, right? But I just don't get it. Tau has such good AV. It's not even like... And the only reason why... Like, you see these Barracudas just absolutely melting them. I feel, again, Destroyers, I kind of see them as like what Land Speeders and Hellhounds are for Space Marines what is it? Hellhounds and Land Speeders are for Space Marines and IG. It's this where you're ahead and you're pretty sure your opponent is not tier 2, and if he is tier 2, he can't afford vehicles. Then you're just gonna finish off the game because you have Hellhounds and what was the other one? Land Speeders. Not Land Speeders Tempest, we're talking Land Speeders. I kind of see Destroyers in the same category. They're just really good if you know the enemy doesn't have any not reliable AV at least, and you're kind of ahead as Necrons. That's when Destroyers are pretty good because you can't deal with them. You don't have the necessary AV, and in of itself they deal a lot of good damage. But then, like, I don't know, man. I just like, sure, you can get the you can do that with Landspeeder and Hellhound in theory as well. If the opponent in tier 2 only has infantry, yeah, sure, we can still talk about it. Then these units might be a good idea. But that's not the case. We had Devilfishes and stuff. Like, we had Barracudas. Yeah, I'm so convinced that this Greater Summoning Core thing here with Destroyers is a bad idea. If you're going for Tomb Spider, then maybe, right? Because it can produce some more Immortals here and there to catch some Necron bodies. But other than that, I don't get it. But he did all the things that I was like, okay. He's getting Phylactery, Solar Pulse. He's getting Phase Shift. He's getting Immortals and Raves. Like I always say, just do this. And then I just think he overinvested in Destroyers and also went a little bit too deep. I actually think he could have won this game. Am I just like an idiot here? Like, I felt like he could have easily won this. Not easily, but he could have won this game, no? Tanyaphilia wasn't in a good spot whatsoever. I think this was actually like a relatively close game. Yeah, Sarien stepped up. Like, thank you, Sarien, for joining this this tournament, man. You showed up for this one. But it's going to be Tanyaphilia, of all people, who is going to go up against Alexean. Yeah, let's just get to it, guys. All right, guys. Alexean versus Tanyaphilia, Orcs versus Tau on Meeting of Minds. I think both players are actually pretty happy about this map. This is a classic Tau map, but it's also a really, really strong Orc map as well. Let's see how... Okay, so Alexean is going for standard. He goes for Generator and the Boys Hot. Goes for 2 Slugger Boys, and we'll go for Shooter Boys and Big Mech. Tanyaphilia, he goes for 2 Stealth Teams, Nerf Cast Builder, 3rd Stealth Team, and Jetpacks. Will he go for Generator? I would assume so. Playing Medium Mines. Yeah. We'll build it here so you can actually build the listing post and upgrade it so you can defend the Plasma Generator. Oh yeah, and Tau Commander. So this is standard opening, I feel like, especially on a big map, big map like this. So, let's talk about the players since they're here. I think Alexean is an absolute monster. I think he's playing really, really, really well. He was snapping against Aaron Beast, but even before that, he was doing a lot of crazy stuff. Really, really strong Orc player. He's just getting better tournament for tournament. And Yeah, I think he's going to be a very dangerous player up against Tanyaphilia. Meanwhile, Tanyaphilia, you can say whatever you want about him, but if you actually think about it, if it wasn't for like really dumb mistakes that I feel like he's done throughout this tournament, I think Tanyaphilia would also look like a very dangerous player. But yeah, there's just mistakes here and there. There's moments where he doesn't look that strong, or where he's really struggling and you're thinking, is he actually going to win this game? So we'll see. Not sure I can call it. I'll just say that I think Alexean is the favorite. But how much is really hard to tell.
None can stand before the greater good. Prosper.
Flamer.
Thou shall.
Good damage. A Slugger Boy squad, a Slugger Boy, and then a Shooter Boy.
I will lead us to victory.
Yeah, decent trade. Mander also taking some damage in the process, but so is the Big Mech. Good snapshot here.
22 battle suit ready.
So Tanya is just going to capture his map. He's also going to capture this one. I kind of like it. Getting good map control right now.
None can stand before the greater good.
92 to plus 10 for Tanyaphilia. He's gonna get Fire Warrior spam. That makes sense on a map like this. So he's gonna play very, very, very defensive. Meanwhile, I think Alexean is just gonna go for just Hammerino engagements with Stone Boys and maybe two Shooter Boy squads. We'll see. But that's usually what happens on this map. You don't want to give Tau tier 2, because then they can just defend this whole line here, and it's going to be almost impossible to break them because they just are so strong in terms of just damage. Even orcs won't be able to survive it. So orcs want to do real bad damage to Tau, so they don't just get tier 2 for free. Yeah, so this makes sense, obviously, right? Pilot guns will go for the Stone Boys. So no extra Shooter Boys, just Stone Boys. I like it. It's really smart. Heavy Boy armor is super needed against Fire Warrior spam.
What do you want?
Looks like Alexean is gonna make the first moves. Already 2 listing posts being upgraded. Tanyaphilia doesn't have this listing post upgraded though. Oh, Stone Boy's getting really murdered here. What a mistake by Alexean. That's a whole wipe. No way. Oh my god. Has to rebuild this Stone Boy. That was a very bad sign. Very bad sign for Alexean. Now he's, yeah, tier 2 is coming in for Tanyaphilia. And he just bought himself a lot of time by killing all those Stone Boys. They did nothing. They literally just suicided. Yeah, but Alexean is going to double down on this. He's going to go for Stone Boy speed boost. So he's just like, this is now or never. I'm going to really go ham. I see him even coming in for this. I love this. He's reinforcing the Slugger Boys. He's going in with the Stone Boys. Even the Gretchens are joining the party. Oh, but the Stone Boys are in here. Also still gonna take some damage. Alexean is not gonna let it be again. He's gonna kill these builders. Finish them off so this tier 2 can't be built. I wanted something of this line here for 1609 to do the same against Tanyaphilia. Alexean is doing it. He's going ham, as you can see. Slugger Boys are even gonna tie up these Fire Warriors. I really like that. Tanyaphilia, on the other hand, has to be very careful. He has to keep on kiting like for days. Good that Tanyaphilia is focusing these slugger boys. That is a weak spot of Ashura's engagement. 2 fire warriors running away from 1 Stormboy squad. This Stormboy got to switch on these fire warriors. Good on Alexean. He's gonna focus these fire warriors. It's very close to being a wipe. In fact, it is a wipe. Really, really good. Gretches, however, is getting wiped. Slugger boys are somehow still alive. This is relentless from Alexean. This is exactly what you want. And now these fire warriors has to turn around because they're caught between a orc and another orc. However, tier 2 got gone for Tanyaphilia. It's a lot of fire warriors dying though. Even if you get this advanced pulse rifle, that's a whole wipe by the way. Even if you get that advanced pulse rifle, he lost so many fire warriors. But he's rebuilding some of them. His economy is really good. He has upgraded a lot of listing posts. No, he hasn't. He only has 2. It's just all the critical locations. Yeah, and this listing post going down. Jeez, dude. But even though this is brutal against Tanya, what is Alexean doing? He's 45 population. Gonna get better and better eco. Only plus 20, so there's no vehicles coming in for him. Which makes sense. But did he do enough damage against Tanya? 97 plus 30. Gonna decap here and there for Alexean. Doesn't pay attention, Ashura. Now he does. So good damage to all this requisition income for Tanyaphilia. But his generator's still up. He's gonna get the global. Yeah. This is the situation that I'm kind of seeing right now for me. Really good spread out units right now for Tanyaphilia. So when he's getting engaged, he always got some units that can hit the Tau units. He spreads them out really well. Stormboy's now gonna engage, now gonna be shot by these guys. Okay. It's like Alexean is gonna go for the head here. He's not gonna kill much though. Stealth team is also getting into the mix. Pathfinders are out, so we get a good marking on these Stormboys. It's a lot of damage going down on them. However, these fire warriors are almost getting wiped. That's a wipe right there. But there's so much. Look at all this firepower. Nah. This is another go that Alexean has. If he doesn't break Tanyaphilia, which it looks like he's actually doing, then this game will be over for Alexean if he can't break him. Yes, he's going all in. Like, there's nothing that he can come back to if this goes wrong. Finally getting the knobs. I was wondering why he's not going knobs. Finally, he's getting them. Look at these Stormboys. Needs to jump out before it goes wrong. That's a whole wipe right there of the Stormboys. Man, Tanyaphilia's holding on. He's still got it. Yeah, and Tanyaphilia is gonna find these shooter boys. Gonna kill a lot of them. Alexean knows what's up, so he's disengaging. This is solid performance. Super good. Well played by Tanyaphilia. Really, really good. Yeah, Alexean can't break him. He must be frustrated because he has the same problem against Alex. Or Aaron, sorry. He had the same problem against Aaron Beast. He just couldn't really break him. Tau Commander disengaging as usual. Fire Warriors has to run somehow. Two of them chooses to listen to Tanyaphilia. Two of them refuses and just stays. Man, pathing in this game sometimes is a little weird. Last year research, okay. This is the last push I feel like Alexean can do. It's now or never, man. Tanyaphilia, look at his fire warriors, man. Snare trap might actually be crucial here. It will go off. That's so much damage going down on these Storm Boys. They're kind of just stuck right now. I don't even know if they have any jumps. That's another wipe of these Storm Boys. Nah. Yeah. This is textbook Tau play from Tanyaphilia. Such good defense. It must be so satisfying to beat Tau right now. It doesn't matter what Orcs is throwing at him. They just can't break him. And Tanyaphilia even has to take and hold. He's even capturing the middle point. That's crazy, dude. But that's because Alexean just goes back and forth all the time. And every time he goes in, it just always goes wrong. But he's gonna make a push anyway. He's gonna try. He's not really killing anything with these shooter boys. Instead, the shooter boys are low-key taking so much damage. Okay, some fireworks are definitely dying in the exchange. But look what's being sacrificed. Big Mac dies. Shooter boys are just getting completely wiped. Knobs are just taking bullet after bullet after bullet. Meanwhile, these Storm Boys are just trying to tie up as many of these Fire Warriors as they can. Don't really not killing them yet. Even the vehicle beacon coming in. And Knobs are dead. Alexean, he just can't, man. He just can't, dude. Tanyaphilia survives this. I don't know what else to say. I think it's Alexean, he's just gone from here. He cannot do anything. It doesn't matter what he does at this point. He's stuck. I'm just waiting for the GG because Tanyaphilia, he smoked this one. Yeah. Wow. Tanyaphilia, where was this player this whole time? Tanyaphilia is getting better and better with this tournament going on. Like, the people we get, Tanyaphilia is cooking more and more. This was the way he was supposed to play. I think Alexean... he was a little bit into... It felt like he was a little bit too impatient. Jumped in, lost his Storm Boys. That was a complete just waste of Storm Boys. Somehow, Tanyaphilia also got tier 2. Which I guess was conscious by Alexean. I think Alexean was more focused on using his shooter boys to just absolutely murder as many Fire Warriors as possible, which makes sense. But it still meant that this Path of Enlightenment got finished because it wasn't disrupted by anything. Yeah. I think most of it just comes down to that Alexean, he just went in the wrong times without having backup. And then, yeah, I think it was a little too impatient. I'm not sure. Regardless, man, I've been casting so many games at this point, so it is what it is. Let's just freaking get the next game. So, that means, guys, Tanyaphilia, he locks it in. I'm a little shocked. I actually thought Alexean was going to be the guy, but Tanyaphilia, he starts from the bottom and he gets to the top. So he secures the 3rd spot. Let's see the last spot. Who is going to take that? Let's get into it. Let's go. I think it's going to be Demilych and Sikorsky being the first matchups. Let's go. Okay, guys. So Right now we have, since Archicon left this tournament, or he never showed up, we will now have Sikorsky going up against Demilych. Whoever wins here will go up against Frintt, who is waiting for him to secure the final spot of the 4 surviving members of this losers bracket. We have Garvik's Imperial Ale once again, and Demilych, he starts on the bottom side. He goes for all his scarabs, Necron Warrior, 2 Necron Warriors. A little interesting that he chooses not to play some generators. Maybe it's because he's going very far down here. I think he should get a little closer to this point, but we'll see. Just like what Sarien did, I think that might be a better way to go. He goes for all his scarabs, 2 Necron Warriors and Necron Lord, whereas Senami, aka Sikorsky, he goes for 2 Mandrakes, Dark Foundry, and Plasma Generator. Captures this point. So it's actually funny. I've heard this is why we need more testing on this map. I've heard a lot of people say that this map is just a Dark Eldar favorite map. And then I've heard other people say the exact opposite. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. 2 Mandrakes, Dark Foundry, Plasma Generator into Homunculus Laboratory, and getting the Hellions. Okay. So I'm actually interested to see how Hellions will work on this one. I do think that it's very... like, the jumping is not as good on this one. Even though the points is a little bit spread out, they're still in lines. Like, there's not a lot of terrain that they're jumping over, if that makes sense. So I don't think Hellions are as impactful on this one. And this relic is a little bit separate from everything else. So even though Hellions could do some stuff, it's not as impactful as like what is it, like Battle Marshes or anything like that. But yeah, Sikorsky is going for the Hellion. Oh, and I like this by Demilych. He's going for the Ghost Turret. That's smart. And he's also a little eco heavy. Just a little bit, I feel like. Meanwhile, he's looking for some sort of decap. He's not finding anything. Which is really bad because, like, these relics are just getting captured for free. Ghost Turret will be built. Demilych is getting all his Necrons. Can at least decap this, so that's good. Alright, Builder Scarab is getting wiped. That's really, really good. So we're getting into some jet bikes. Good disengagement by Sikorsky. Decent. He actually disrupts the jet. Gee. Wow, it needed half a second that it would have been done. Yeah, good decap, however, by Demilych. Yeah, oh. Yeah, I like this by Sikorsky. I really like it. So he's not going extra jet bikes. He's going for fast tier 2. Feels like he's bluffing a little bit then. Is it just me, or have we seen that in this tournament as well? That he's kind of bluffing. He's going like 1 jet bike and then suddenly he's just backing out. And then he's just going for tier 2. He has no extra generator either. This is very forceful tier 2. He's getting another generator and a slave chamber. I would have preferred he got an extra generator on top of it. Because this slave chamber requires him to actually use the population cap. But he doesn't even have the eco for that right now. Obviously, all this is just my opinion. Sikorsky knows Dark Eldar way more than I do. Sikorsky has just been flying a little bit around with this jet bike. Or not, Hellions. Finally, Demilych gets out and actually for real contesting this point. Builder Scarabs did decap this, but they are paying a price that's called death. Not a clear winner yet. Both players playing relatively solid. However, there is a real big Oh, Demilych is also following out. Yeah, I like this. Demilych himself is going tier 2. And we're getting Reaver targeting optics. Oh, Demilych needs to teleport back. He cannot afford this. As soon as the Reaver targeting module gets in, then this is getting this is becoming a complete nightmare. Also, the Hellions are into the mix. We got demonic corruption. Demilych needs to disengage before this gets really, really bad. Yeah, good. He disengages. Now these Builder Scarabs are gonna get murdered anyway. Oh, we need to upgrade this Ghost Herd as fast as freaking possible. Getting Immortals, that's a smart choice. All the Blood are also getting into the mix. So we will indeed get some Scourges. This is not being upgraded. Plus 70 for Demilych. He's now upgrading it. He's trying whatever he can. But Sikorsky is smart. He's going all in on this turret. But Immortals are also getting out. This is very tight situation right now. But this Ghost Herd is going down, however. Hellions are morale drop. But this is a disaster right now for Demilych. Or is it? Hellions are getting destroyed. But the Immortals are going to get tied up. This is smart by Demilych. And there's no more AV on the side of Demilych. This means that he is in such a bad spot because these Reaver jet bikes are not going down anytime soon. However, that is a complete bloodbath for these Mandrakes. Oh, and Demilych also got the disruption field. Damn, he survived that? No way. Okay, destroying their jet bike. This is very, 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 very tough for Demilych. This isn't upgraded. I feel like this is a massive mistake, by the way. Imagine a whirling death in this situation. That would have been so good. Immortals are getting out. Demilych is just on the borderline of not... He just tries to hold on. This is so relentless from Sikorsky, but he's still holding on. But more jet bikes are coming into the mix. This is such a tense situation right now. I think Demilych is slowly losing this, slowly but surely. He's desperately building more and more Ghost Turrets. Mandrakes is just so disgusting right now. Demilych is trying to micro as well as he can. Oh, he does it. Yeah, he's under so much pressure. He doesn't cancel this in time. And he simply doesn't have the Scarabs. He's just desperately trying to build a turret. It's not working out for him. He is breaking and he can't do anything about it. Sikorsky is just relentless. He's just getting Dark Foundry. His economy is good. 92 to plus 20. Man. Yeah. Obviously, also losing the generator was really bad for Demilych. Yeah. I like the well played here by Sikorsky. I like it. Because I actually agree. I think Demilych played well. I just think it's like the small things. But it's hard to say. Like this matchup, in my opinion, this matchup is brutal. There's small mistakes. Like just flying around here, even though you could just decap this relic. Also, not upgrading the Ghost Turret in time. This obelisk wasn't upgraded either. I like the disruption field though that he got that, because that meant that he could actually like in some way, shape, or form actually contest these Reaver jet bikes. But this push right here from Sikorsky is just so disgusting. It is unbelievably disgusting. He was even getting Night Shields. And he was potentially getting an Archon as well. With Witches, maybe. Yeah, this was actually a really, really tense game. I actually could see Demilych surviving this. But it was just like very small things that was losing him the game, I felt like. And at some point he just ran out of Scarabs. He had so many of them. It didn't matter. Also, maybe it's just me, right? But going for all his Scarabs felt like it wasn't that good of an idea. It felt a little too greedy for my taste. I can't put my finger on right now. I can't remember the early game very clearly, but there was something about like going that huge that much on Scarabs. I felt like he needed a little bit more firepower to sustain the early game aggression from Sikorsky. I felt like he couldn't contest the Hellions the way he wanted. And yeah, I'm not sure. I might take that one back. I can't point my finger to it, so just don't take my word for it whatsoever. But yeah, it's small mistakes that makes it so Demilych is actually not Demilych is actually losing this. I think this was a really, really good performance by Sikorsky. Also, jetbikes looks really good on this map. It's a short map. Flying around, get good. Like, Reaver jetbikes are really, really good on this map, it feels like. It feels like they can move really well on this map, just in general. Hellions doesn't look that insane on this map, I think. But they're still very useful. So yeah, I think this could be a good Dark Elder map. We need to see more. But without further ado, guys, now Sikorsky is going to be the last game. He met Demilych, very good Necron player. We have one last Necron player left in this tournament. And he's going up against Sikorsky. Sikorsky is, can he kick out the last surviving Necron player? Or will he himself crumble to the race that he hates so badly? Let's get it, guys. Sikorsky versus Frintt. Let's see what they're cooking. Alright, guys. Last game. Dark Elder versus Necrons. The last Necron player we have in this tournament, still going strong and surviving. We have BAD Frintt versus Sikorsky on Tranquility's End Remastered. On the bottom side, Sikorsky, he goes for a Dark Foundry, Plasma Generator, and 2 Mandrakes. And on the top side, we got Frintt. Frintt, he goes for an Instant Generator, gets all his Builder Scarabs, and instantly gets a turret. Okay. Frintt has a tendency, I feel like, to be a little eco-heavy. So let's see if he does the same here. He's going for all his Scarabs. And what I mean by eco-heavy is that he focuses a little less on the strategic points and more just wants to get the generators done. But all Necron players want to finish their plasma generators as soon as possible anyway, so it's not completely weird. Is he gonna finish this Ghost turret, by the way? Okay. So he doesn't even make it possible for it to be cancelled or anything like that. Homunculus Laboratory. We'll go for Hellions as well. I think Hellions on this map is pretty decent. Again, spread out points like this. Can be good. And there is a little bit terrain around this relic. There's good jumping opportunities with the Hellions. And obviously this area is way bigger than, for example, Garvik's Imperial Ale. Okay. So, Frintt actually gets out to take a look at his outer points. A tiny bit risky, I feel like, that he's this late out to check these, like, at this point. This could be captured right now by someone. But he doesn't even go for it, and that's fine. Now he's gonna check, though. But he probably knows his timings. Like, maybe he's like, it's very unlikely someone is camping at this point. Well, as a Dark Elder player, obviously. If this was Space Marines, he would probably get out and actually check as fast as possible. Alright, so Frintt closing in on his plus 70. He hasn't gone complete ludicrous on eco. This is kind of a normal timing. And he's also getting his Summoner Core. Has delayed his outer point a little bit, but that's fine. That's completely fine. Oh. He's going in with the Scarab Squad? Okay. It's a little bit of a problem for Sikorsky, I feel like, because it means that he kind of has to deal with these scarabs, because otherwise a random turret could happen. In fact, this is a huge counter, because again, Sikorsky does this where he just gets a Hellion and then he gets a jet bike, which usually alerts you that, okay, he's gonna go 3 jet bikes and Hellions. That's going to be brutal. But Sikorsky is this guy who just goes tier 2 and just surprises you, like he's bluffing. But someone like Frintt, whether it's conscious or unconscious, he's calling the bluff. And now Sikorsky is going tier 2 while being delayed with this Reaver jet bike that's not going to be able to stop these Builder Scarabs. So now this Hellion squad needs to get back, but now Frintt is also pushing here. This looks really good to me. Yeah, and this is not going to do much. This Obelisk is going to stay alive for a while. Sikorsky did, however, secure this, so that's good. Yeah, Frintt is going shit too. Yeah, Frintt is playing really well. I really think he's playing well. Got this extra generator. I mean, Sikorsky is marching down, or Frintt is marching down on Sikorsky's base right now. These Necro Warriors were about to get exposed, but they teleported out immediately. That's really good. Plus 80 generator is about to come in. This jet bike will not survive, and instead this generator will just go down. By the way, a weird placement of this generator should be over here or something. A little deeper in here. This is really good by Frintt. Let's see what Sikorsky's gonna do. Is he gonna match him? I think he's gonna... No, he's gonna... Okay, so he's probably gonna go all in here, force him to teleport back, but he's gonna lose so much in the process. But he got the demonic corruption for the mandrakes. Hollow Blood. A tiny bit delayed, but it's not by too much. Yeah, Sikorsky's going really hard in, and now he also has the Reaver targeting module. This is going to be brutal. I think, yeah, Frintt has to get the hell back. And so he does. He teleports. Immortals are going to get completely obliterated right now. Mandrakes are doing their best to just tie up these Necro Warriors. Will Frintt fall like Demilych did, or will he prevail? So much damage going down right now on these Necro Warriors. They are unupgraded, but he is going to survive because the damage from Sikorsky is not enough right now. And this turd is surviving. Yes. That is massive. And it got upgraded on the same time. Meanwhile, we have a decap. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. And Frintt is getting more immortals. He's in a really good spot, by the way. Sikorsky's economy, plus 80 to plus 10. This generator was terrible to lose right now. Good decap. Sikorsky can still win this. His damage is really dumb. Okay, I really like this by Frintt. He upgrades his Necro Warriors with Disruption Field. Also getting a greater summon code, might like it or not, like, you might be surprised. I like this. I actually like this. So upgrading these Necro Warriors is good because, like, these jet bikes are just gonna melt them if they're not upgraded. And he can potentially go for Necro Warrior tier 2. Upgrade the enhanced disruption field. By the way, Sikorsky losing his mind here. All these mandrakes is just gonna die. Yeah, not worth whatsoever. That's a fully upgraded Mandrake squad that has a lot of members in it. Just to get, like, you know, a little bit of requisition, I guess. Some unnecessary mistakes by Sikorsky. Yeah, he is doing it. And the reason why I like this greater summoning core is, first of all, vehicles against Dark Elder is a classic way to play against them. They don't have the best anti-AV. And their best anti-AV is really unreliable. Like Scourges, which is probably getting out, yeah. Scourges can just get tied up by Wraiths and whatever the hell your opponent is throwing at it. Or it can get disrupted by artillery. Like, it's really, really unreliable. Very strong, though, but very unreliable AV. And yeah, earlier in this video, you saw how useless the Raider are. Oh, well, they're not powerful, let's put it that way. So, getting vehicles as Necrons would be good. Also, a Toon Spider would be really, really good. If a lot of Necron warriors dying, I like the Toon Spider. But then, in general, just this Greater Summoning Core getting in also gives him access in the first place to this Necron warrior enhanced optics, or enhanced upgrade, Disruption Field. Archon. Gonna get in here, not too much, honestly. Instead, these Reaver jetbikes are just gonna get completely obliterated. Yeah, I think Sikorsky is not gonna make it here. It is too much. Frintt is just going nuts here. Yeah, and these Immortals, there's no one who can touch them. Yeah, that's Sikorsky just leaving. Yeah. Damn. I think Frintt just literally just outplayed Sikorsky on this map. Really, really well played. Sikorsky tried to, like, be as offensive as possible, but he couldn't really... I don't like this strategy that he's doing, unless he's, like, really sure that the opponent is not calling the bluff. He should not doing this. Like, he was going tier 2, and he had no army, and suddenly, like, there's Necron warriors at his base and stuff. It's too greedy to go that early tier 2, I feel like. And Frintt was just chilling. He himself was going tier 2. That was really smart. Yeah, and he placed his turret in here, which also made it so the Hellions just had to do something about it. And then Frintt just instantly cancelled it. Was like, okay, we good. Destroy this. Destroy this. This plasma generator should have never been here. It should be over here or something. I think he just placed it here because he wanted it fast right now. Because his slave is just, like, slow as hell, so... It's like watching, like, a flayed one with, like, a little bit of speed. That's kind of what the slave is. In terms of movement speed. So, don't do drugs, kids. I think this was really, really good performance by Frintt. Super, super solid player. So we still have a Necron player in this tournament. That's impressive. Frintt is doing well. This was super solid by him. I think too many mistakes from Sikorsky, as I've already said. I think he should go a little bit more ham with the jet bikes. And not let this happen to him whatsoever. I think it's too risky that he's doing this. And it punishes, it gets punished. And yeah, he's out. Sadly, he's out. And yeah, Frintt survives, guys. So, the 4 players that's still in here is 3 of them came from the quarterfinal, and 1 got early kicked down in the losers bracket. So we had AlixUK, Yangwon Lee, Frintt, and Tanyaphilia. These 4 players, they will move on. So the next video is going to be the semifinal and the final of the winners bracket. And then the 6th video, number 6 video, part 6, is going to be the journey to the grand final. Guys, without further ado, you're the freaking best. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.